KNDY.
From the four corners of Kansas to wherever you're tuned in on a Friday night, high school football is back on the dials here on KNDY Radio. Max Blasky back with you for another fun and exciting fall as we get week one of the high school football season kicked off here at the home of the Mustangs. It is the Valley Heights Mustangs after an 8-3 record last year and a run at a state title tingle against the Centralia Panthers, who finished their year 8-2. A tight contest between these two squads last year in the first game of the year that saw Centralia victorious over Valley Heights 18-16. We'll get into that game here in just a little bit, as well as coaches' interviews coming up after that break. Getting ready for this contest, it of course is a district matchup, league matchup between both these two schools. It is the third time in a row that Valley Heights and Centralia have matched up in week one of the season, and the Mustangs are looking for a little payback. Over the last couple of years, Centralia has been victorious over Valley Heights the last 8 contests out. The last win for the Mustangs over the Panthers came back all the way back in 2016 as the Mustangs look to change their luck here tonight on a beautiful Friday evening for some high school football. We're going to take our first time out of the evening, come back, take a look at last year's contest as well as action elsewhere around the league. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week here on KNDY Radio between Centralia and Valley Heights.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to marysvilledentalcare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
This is Thad Argenbright with Performance Ag in Waterville, your Pioneer dealer. Our vision at Performance Ag is to deliver to you the very best in seed genetics from Pioneer, along with the best in service, which includes on-site seed treatment, direct delivery, and tender use. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you get more than a bag of seed.
It takes a lot of know-how to run an ag business right. One of the most important things is choosing the right financial partner. That's why so many producers work with us. When it comes to agriculture, you can count on our experience. For land appraisal and more, you can talk to us. We're local, and we're here to help you grow. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
The idea of purchasing a new livestock, grain, or utility trailer is a major one. Take stress out of the picture by visiting BlueValleyTrailers.com to browse the Midwest's largest selection of Titan, H&H, Wilson, Sharp, and Travelong trailers. From your home or on your phone, visit BlueValleyTrailers.com to find specifications, pricing, and accurate pictures of the exact trailer you're planning to buy. With sales and service unmatched, find Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville or give them a call at 785-363-2224.
Have you ever thought about the impact your broadband provider has on our children's educational experience? In today's world, our schools and students rely on broadband internet more than ever for teaching, for interacting, to bring outside expertise into our small schools, and to open up our students' worlds. At Blue Valley Technologies, we believe our students deserve all of the resources in the world, one of the many reasons why we stand by in building robust fiber networks. We wish all the students, families, and educators we serve a successful school year. We are proud to keep you connected.
As we wind down the kickoff here from Valley Heights, clouds starting to roll in from the north, but I think an overcast evening, lights will soon kick off. Rain should stay away for a beautiful week one of the Kansas high school football season. Again, Max Blasky with you here, joined by my partner behind the mic, Quentin Blasky, as we get ready for first week of the year. Quentin, probably one of the more exciting times of the year.
Yeah, definitely. Football is starting, and we have great weather to kick it off with. To get into the game, we also have a great game tonight. It should be fairly explosive, I would imagine. Last year wasn't. We saw a pretty low-scoring game for both these teams. However, this year should be a different story. We have Jaden Dewalt in the backfield. He is going for his third season of over 1,000+ yards. And then we also will see Jacob Plenty for Centralia, as he had an impressive year last year, even though it was cut short due to an injury.
Two backfields on both of these squads that return experience, not only Dewald in the backfield, but Ekstrom and a few other names we're going to get to know too as well. And from that Centralia side, like we talked about, Jacob Flinty was an all-state quarterback last week before a Week 5 tear of the ACL. Set out 2 weeks, ended up coming back, playing the last couple games of the year, led Centralia to an 8-2 record, but excited to see him healthy in this year's contest. As Quentin mentioned, a very back-and-forth game last year is 18-6, Centralia winning that one. The Panthers led 18-8 at halftime. Mustangs got a late score in the fourth quarter thanks to last year's senior Carson Spence on a 32-yard scramble, but couldn't come up with a 2-point conversion as the Mustangs fell just short against Centralia. Of course, it didn't hurt Valley Heights too much last year. They went on all the way to a regional matchup versus a sectional matchup versus Medicine Lodge last year. Meanwhile, Centralia fell in the regional round to eventual runner-up in Class 1A, Jeff County North. Two teams that are very familiar with each other, two teams that will run very similar styles. We'll get into that after our coaches' interviews, which are coming up next after this break, as I sat down with head coach Roger Holthouse and head coach Cody Trimble to get ready for tonight's Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week here on KNDY Radio.
Danes Automotive and Tire in Waterville and Marysville is your reliable automotive repair shop. Servicing engines and transmissions, ACs, radiators, exhausts, and diagnostic checks. Did you know Danes does tires? Carrying all major brands and sizes from trucks, ATVs, trailer, and farm implements, Danes Automotive and Tire has you covered. With over 85 years combined experience, your locally owned and trusted repair and tire shop is Danes Automotive and Tire in Waterville and Marysville.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations at Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
Looking for a spot to refuel you or the whole team? Make the Route 77 Corner Store your ultimate pit stop. From Hunt Brothers Pizza and soft serve ice cream in Blue Rapids to hand-breaded fried chicken and fish in Waterville, fountain drinks, snacks, and sweet treats. Save on fuel with the Dino Pay app every time you hit the road. To take a break or stay on the go, let the Route 77 corner stores of Blue Rapids and Waterville fuel you up for your next road trip.
Get the good stuff.
Superior quality at competitive prices. It's right around the corner at your Napa Auto Parts store, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. Napa has over 310,000 parts and accessories for auto, truck, farm, and small engines. Plus, all Napa brand parts are backed by a national warranty program. Need answers or advice? Just ask the friendly parts professionals at Napa at Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. They're ready to help.
Get the good stuff.
Quality you can trust at prices you can afford at Napa Auto Parts, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware.
Ease the burden on your loved ones with pre-planning services offered through Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville and Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley. This is Jared Anders, and we can help you in assuring that your wishes will be taken care of, easing the decision process for your family. From service arrangements to special requests, let us take time to meet your exact needs. Find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us at Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville or at Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley.
Welcome to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Pre-game coaches interviews as we get prepared for Valley Heights versus Centralia on a fabulous Friday night. Talking with Centralia Panthers head coach Roger Holthouse. Coach, as you get ready to start your third year at the helm and coming off an 8-2 season, this year's team has a nice mix of returners with new faces. Offensively, what will allow this team to make another run at state this year?
I think it's 11 guys playing as one team. We have to block. We need to block. We need to do a better job on combo blocks. We needed the hole, or the hole, trust the hole's going to be there in and the kid's going to open it up for the backs and then get downfield, backs, and he just sets those blocks up. That's key for us instead of just trying to run around somebody or through somebody. So I think we got to work hard every day because we don't have a great big stud sitting back there on the offensive side that we can just turn and go to. So it's going to be all hands on deck, and any given night it could be 3 or 4 kids in that backfield that can do something that night.
As you prepare for the game against Valley Heights tonight, how important will a penalty-free and turnover-free game be for your team?
Well, that's very important. That's very important at least for us. And I mentioned Valley Heights, but definitely for us, is we can't turn the thing over and give them extra possessions. You take care of the ball, and mistakes will happen. The ones that drive me nuts are the 5-yard mistakes, jumping off sides type stuff. You get some holdings in there and things like that. But the 5-yard penalties drive me nuts, and the turnovers, we just can't do it in the big game. But they will get you beat. If we lose a turnover ratio, we're probably getting beat.
And what are going to be Centralia's keys to victory here tonight?
We got to block, and we got to tackle, and then take care of the football. They'll turn it over. Those 3 keys, Max, will be our 3 keys from now until the last game of the season we play. We have to do those 3 things, and if we don't do all 3 of them, we just do 2 of them. It's going to be a long night for us. We're going to get beat.
Turning our attention to the home squad, the Valley Heights Mustangs, coming off an 8-3 record and a run at the state sectional round last year. The Mustangs lose size up front due to graduation, but will bring back one of the best backfields in the state. Talking with head coach Cody Trimble. Coach, how important is that returning experience from the whole offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, that's a big deal. Jaden at tailback has started there for 3 years, so he knows our offense inside and out. Mac at quarterback, probably the biggest advantage he had in that battle we had early on was how well he knows our offense since he played there as a sophomore. And then also, we get Logan Gray that's going to be in the backfield for us as well, who I think has played every position in our offense except for maybe offensive guard throughout his high school career. We got 2 seniors back at tight end. Royce Ekstrom is going to be a force for us out there on the edge, and Tristan Pearson stepping up, taking the other spot at end. He didn't necessarily get a lot of time on offense last year, but he's been around the program for a couple of years now and is starting to understand things pretty well. And then we also return Lawson Stryker and Creighton Smith up front. So 3 guys that are all pretty good leaders for us as seniors that have been playing on the varsity field for a long time that really understand what we do on that side of the ball.
For the past 3 seasons, this matchup between Valley Heights and Centralia has kicked off the season in week 1. Last year, a tight contest with Centralia coming out on top 18-16. What do you expect from the Panthers here tonight?
Scheme-wise, they're going to do the same thing they've been doing. Haven't really seen anything different from them in the last however many years, so we expect that to be the same. But they lost a couple good players last year, a couple key linebackers for them on defense as well. But they still return quite a bit, just like we do. They got the Flinty kid back at quarterback, and then they got some of their younger kids that were more role players last year than starters, but did a good job when they came in that are going to fill some of those spots that they got to fill from graduation.
This has been the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week pregame coaches interview here on KNDY Radio. Stay tuned as week 1 of the high school football season gets underway as Centralia visits Valley Heights coming up. Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
Week 1 of the high school football season getting ready and rip-roaring off here between Centralia and Valley Heights. Both teams at center field getting ready for the coin flip as we're about 2 minutes away here from kickoff on a beautiful evening for some high school football. A reminder for you, coming up at halftime, we will take a peek at Jeff Wirtz with the TVL Spotlight as he'll have a rundown of the games going on around the league tonight, including Blue Valley at Washington County, Hanover down at El Saline, 3-time defending state champion. The Axel Eagles are over at Lynn. Frankfort is over at Clifton Clyde in a heck of a matchup. And meanwhile, over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1, the Marysville Bulldogs are taking on defending 3A state champ Nemaha Central as Bruce Deerking has that call over on our sister station. We're about 2 minutes away here from kickoff between Centralia and Valley Heights. We're going to take one more time out here of our pregame. When we come back, we'll take a peek at who is starting this evening for both squads and get you ready for game time set for 7 o'clock here between the Panthers and the Mustangs.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1- or 2-bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids. Building quality, locally produced custom trailers, wishing all Mustang athletes the best of luck this year. From start to finish, the best is what you'll get from Sharp Manufacturing. Check out their full line of high-quality enclosed cargo trailers and custom car haulers at sharpmanufacturing.com. The best and last trailer you'll need, Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Mustang Motors in Blue Rapids wants to get you into a new ride today. Whether it be a car, van, truck, SUV, or even a new Hi-Sun side-by-side, Colby has it. And if it's not on the lot, they can find it. With easy financing options available and a warranty on everything that leaves the lot, you'll feel confident in your choice with Mustang Motors. Check them out online at MustangMotorsKS.com or stop by and check out what's on the lot in Blue Rapids. Mustang Motors, right on the highway, always right on the price.
Max Blasky back with you for week number 1 of the high school football season. Wonderful job by the Valley Heights Marching Band on the national anthem, and we are ready to get going here on a wonderful Friday night. Looking at starters for both squads, we're going to start with the visiting Panthers. On the line, it will be Tyron Talley, Parker Cook, Aiden Talley, Mason Stahlbaumer, and Kalen Olberdine, a mix of experience and youth with 3 seniors and 2 sophomores on the docket. In the backfield, they will be led by number 1 quarterback Jacob Flinting, the senior returning after a torn ACL last year, back to power the Centralia Panthers offense. Grady Becker, Quentin Alderfer, and Henry Heidemann will be in the backfield, along with Isaac Rentke and Ben Haverkamp. As for the home Valley Heights Mustangs, on the line, it will be Ben Argenbright, Boston Stryker, Creighton Smith, James Bolkin, and I believe Gavin Crowder, ends, Tristan Pearson and Royce Ekstrom look to step up on the receiving end for the Mustangs this year, while in the backfield it will be Max Shanks, Logan Gray, and All-State running back Jaden DeWalt. Mustangs in their home purples, gray pants, white Mustangs on the back, and numbers on the front. Centralia in their classic top whites, black pants, black numbers on the front and back with Panthers across their chest. Centralia will kick it off going east to west. First kickoff of the season is off and away. It will be DeWalt taking about the 20 on the left-hand line, looking to get a run here near side, going against the Valley High fence, breaks 2 tackles, gets to the sideline, 35 up to the 40. Good return there by DeWalt, and we got our first flag of the year as well. DeWalt, just like he did last year, starting off the return game strong all the way up to the 40 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, definitely. DeWalt is a very strong returner. We saw that in person last year as he took back a kickoff to the house for the Mustangs last year. And his numbers just prove how good of a runner he is. He totaled 1,100 yards last year with 16 touchdowns. So should be very explosive and very fun to watch.
Mustangs have a very explosive offense. Head coach Cody Trimble, same offensive mind as father Tony Trimble up in Marysville. So triple option, kind of ground and pound, but the explosiveness of the backs this year is going to be something to watch out for. And as before mentioned, watch out for the ends, especially Royce Ekstrom. Head coach Cody Trimble talking about wanting to make a big jump here early on. The Mustangs flag was a block in the back. That'll push them back now to the 20. 22 officially is where they're going to get started off. Centralia in their 3-man front. It's going to be a sweep near side to DeWalt as DeWalt, surrounded by a group of Panthers, is going to roll forward for just a couple on the first run of the year. Again, Max Blasky with you here this evening. Wonderful night for football. Quentin Blasky to my left. My man behind the mic gets us going here. Mustangs working quickly here. Didn't see tempo from them last year. It's going to be another run to the right as DeWalt goes up the middle for a few more yards. That's going to bring now up a 3rd down and short. Quick power by the Mustangs here early on.
Yeah, definitely surprising. They are definitely speeding up their offense, and we are seeing the defense doing a fairly good job so far, only allowing them to get a few yards to run, so this will be a big 3rd down to convert. They got about 2 to go, so they should pick it up, but we'll see here.
Trio of backs behind Shanks in or under center. Shanks is going to power forward for an old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Picks himself up about 4 yards. Good enough for the first down. First down of the year goes to the Mustangs.
Yeah, it looked like that quarterback sneak kind of surprised them there. It was Parker Koch getting in there for the shoestring tackle to bring him down finally.
Good 4-yard rush there by Shanks as Mustangs have a first down and 10 to go from their own 35. Here's a middle miscommunication under center as Shanks was lucky to hold on to that one. Back going to go the right way in this option offense, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of 1. Nothing gain, I think, on that one.
Yeah, Henry Heidemann picked up his 2nd tackle there. It did kind of look like just a blown-up play where Mack was able to keep his hands on it just to make sure that that ball didn't get out of their possession.
And so far here early on from Centralia, of course, they're patented 3 down linemen, 5 backers there around the line of scrimmage flying to the ball. Here's going to be a give left side. First run now for Logan Gray as he takes it close to a first down mark. He's going to be called up about 2 yards short. We're going to call him a 1 yard short, so 9 runs on his first rush of the game. Mustangs now 3rd and short again, right on their own 44. Shanks under center, gives a toss near side. The DeWalt breaks 1 tackle, I believe, gets a first down by about 6 inches, but a good first down there for the Mustangs.
Yep, that's Grady Becker picked up his first tackle on the edge there. DeWalt was trying to get around the edge, and if he does and you let him get too much speed, he will just burn you. So good job there from Grady to slow him down.
And we didn't mention it in the opening, but the line play, I think, of both of these squads is going to be important. So far, Mustangs really haven't driven Centralia back. Good job by Centralia to not be driven back here early on. Mustangs go 2 wings tight each side. Lone back in the backfield is Gray. Gray's going to get it up the middle. Now bounce left side. Good gang tackle there on the defensive end by Centralia. Coming up for that block is do-it-all quarterback for the Panthers, Jacob Flinty.
Yeah, Flinty flies in there to pick up that lots of yardage run there for that play.
Flinty, heck of an offensive player, but on the defensive too as well. had 38 tackles and an interception last year in only those 6 games that he played. As a big part of this athletic Centralia squad back here this year. Mustangs go empty now, or wide in the backfield. Spread out wide, Tristan Pearson and Royce Ekstrom here near side. It's going to be a pitch to Dewald. He's going to be swarmed by the Panthers. The loss of a yard on a 2nd down and 2 play.
Yeah, they were definitely taking their time to call that play. We've seen them kind of rush to the line and get these running plays off, chunking down yardage. And these last 2, they've taken their time, and they haven't really worked out. Fuente there again, so he is reading the offense pretty well.
Mustangs came out, the second play of the game. They ran no huddle. They got to it quickly, got some good motion, but now they're taking their time getting these play calls in. An important aspect here, still back on their own 43-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd down and 13. Have to get to the Centralia 44. It's going to be an option near side. Shanks pitches it late. The D-Wall gets thrown into the Valley Heights bench for a short gain, and it will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, it looks like Tyler Jones was there to force him out of bounds. They were trying to look for something there. Max Shanks wanted to run it. You knew he did, but he had no option and had to toss that back.
4th and 7 now for the Mustangs as ran a option to the near side of the field. Valley Heights hasn't ran anything to the left here so far. Everything's been right near side to us. In punting position for the Mustangs will be Aiden Unruh. Protectors are Gray and Ekstrom. Punts it away. Gets it down to about the 20, picked up off a hop by Quentin Alderfer. There's going to be a flag thrown as ball comes out late. Alderfer picked it up about the 18, got to the 20, so good recovery by the Mustangs. Well, let's see who this flag's going to be called on.
Yeah, Mustangs looking pretty good there in their special teams. They were all around him as he caught that ball. He maybe picked up a yard and struggling to do so.
Alderfer, an athletic back that Centralia possesses, wasn't able to get out of the grasp of the Mustangs. Good job defensively there. So that penalty is going to go against, I believe it will be Centralia. So now a penalty apiece for both of these squads. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. So instead of starting at about the 21, they're going to start at the 11. Mustang defense, 5 down linemen against this power spinner back for Centralia. Quarterback takes it on the draw right up the middle. Defense holds strong as Jacob Fleming couldn't find any room to work in the middle of that offensive line for Centralia. A gain of nothing on the first play for the Centralia Panthers team.
Yeah, that play was really blowing up there from the beginning. We had multiple linemen in the backfield. So great job by the Mustang defense there.
Under center, it is Jacob Flinty. Personal protector will be Isaac Reineke. And to his left, getting this run, will be Quentin Alderfer. Alderfer around the right end, got near first down. Finally going to be tackled down. That gets past one more. And a good run there by Quentin Alderfer. Had him dead to rights at the line of scrimmage, but the powerful back just pushed his way through for a 10-yard pickup and a first down Centralia.
Yeah, Royce Ekstrom picking up that tackle. Quentin was able to carry him as Royce was just hanging on, trying to slow him down. Finally got him down after he picked up another additional 3 to 4 yards there.
Talked about the Valley Heights defense, or the battle on the line tonight here. Seeing a Valley Heights defense come out in 5 down linemen, which we haven't seen the last couple of years under Cody Trimble, but worried about the offense as there's a run up the middle by Flinty for a couple. Was talking to head coach Roger Holthouse and Cody Trimble before this contest, and both of them jokingly said, well, hope you don't have too much room on your passing stat sheet here tonight. So I think ball's going to stay on the ground for most of this contest.
Yeah, and that's what we know from both of these teams and come to expect when we come and watch these games, especially Valley Heights. They like to keep the ball on the ground and just run it.
Ground control, run that clock. Spinner back Flinty gives it off to the running back. That's Alderfer. Alderfer breaks right side. Alderfer breaks another tackle. Got a first down and more. 15 all the way to the 50. Breaks one more tackle all the way to the Valley Heights 44-yard line. And Centralia is in action now with that spinner back motion, getting Quentin Alderfer up in for a big gain. Ball goes from the 25, pickup of 30 yards as it's going to go to the 44-yard line. 31 yards officially on that run for Quentin Alderfer, who already has 41 on just 2 attempts here early on.
Yeah, he's going to be one to watch out for. Both those runs were pretty impressive.
Defensive line for the Mustangs looking to step up. Tied in on the right side is Alderfer again. We're going to run that way. Direct snap to, that's going to be Deegan Roggenbaum. Sophomore gets around the right edge and picks himself up another first down. Back-to-back good first downs for this Centralia offense.
Royce gets another tackle there. Definitely, Royce is doing his best from keeping them from picking up large amounts of yardage here, but they are getting 10 yards of run here.
Centralia getting to the edge here in this one too as well. Valley Heights, I want to say probably the more athletic team, but you look at the secondary, a lot of speed, a lot of quickness there. Centralia just giving it right around these defensive ends here for Valley Heights here early on. Same set, same plays, left side. Now it's going to be an option taken down by Alderfer. Alderfer's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. So getting in there was number 54, Charlie Waters. Mustangs will run a lot of defensive linemen on that line, too, as well. We've already seen 2 or 3 guys sub in and out, trying to keep the defensive side of this team fresh. A defense that really carried the Mustangs last year, did allow 23 points per game, but came up big when they were needed. Trying to get a stop here now on a 2nd down and 2 as the Panthers are inside Mustangs territory at the 36-yard line. Quickly to the line. Alderfer and Flinty in the backfield. Flinty's going to swing out right. It's going to be Alderfer running behind Flinty. Coming from behind, stopping him for a loss is that Mustang defense, as Quentin Alderfer could not find a hole to sneak through, get some positive yardage out of that one. Will be a pick loss of 1 there for Quentin Alderfer. The back-to-back losses now for the Centralia offense that just rolled through back-to-back good 10-yard-plus games. 3rd down and 13 now for the Centralia Panthers. Ball at the 37-yard line of the Mustangs. Mustangs went 3 and out on their first drive. Centralia trying to avoid that here. Still no score. First quarter, 4:20 left to play. In the backfield, Alderfer takes it, now drops back to pass. Looking left side here, looking to Alderfer. No, now swings it around. Flinty running around in the backfield, takes off to the right side, breaks 1 tackle, gets up halfway to the first down, but will be stopped short on the quarterback scramble. Pick up we're going to give him about 8 yards there as Jacob Flinty took that one upfield. Stop for the Mustangs made by Crowder, and now a 4th down and about 7 to go here. Roger Holthouse looks like he's going to leave his offense out there on the field. This combo of Jacob Flinty and Quentin Alderfer has been causing Valley Heights problems here early on. Now it's Flinty and Roggenbaum in the backfield. Roggenbaum to the left in the shotgun. Going to be a fake to him, drop back pass across the middle. Flinty's looking now, rolls out right. Good pressure by the Mustangs, throws near side. Incomplete on a big 4th down for the Mustangs. And Centralia will turn it back over at the 30-yard line. Big stop there by the Mustangs. They get into a 4th down. Good job by the defense, too, on a 2nd straight pass, not allowing Flinty to get anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. This defense definitely hunkered down on that 4 sets of downs. They were giving up some chunk plays there, but they turned it around and got that big stop.
And I think it's important to show got Centralia in a down and distance they did not like and had to go to the passing game. Now here's DeWalt trying to find some room up the middle. Will be taken down after a short game. That's not DeWalt, excuse me. That's actually Max Shanks with the quarterback keeper up the middle. About a 3-yard pickup there for the senior. Max Shanks is going to be a big part of this Valley Heights offense last year. Started at the quarterback position last year. Of course, Carson Spoons transferred in. Senior had a heck of a year last year. Shanks had an opportunity to play some different positions, learn about this offense a little bit more, said head coach Cody Trimble, now back under the helm for the Mustangs with a 1,000-yard rusher behind him. Shank is under center, 2 tight ends tight. It's going to be a option to Gray up the middle. Gray's going to take it for just a few. be stopped after about a 2-yard pickup, I believe. 1-yard pickup there is going to be now a 3rd down and 7 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, this is one they're definitely going to want to convert here and not go for an out.
Setting at the 35-yard line on their own side of the field. 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Still scoreless in game number 1. Both teams, Valley Heights went 3 and out in their first drive. Centralia just went 4 and out on an incomplete pass. Shanks under center with 2 tight ends tight. Gray in the backfield, hand down. DeWalt goes in motion, and now we've got a flag on the play. I believe it's going to be a timeout called by Cody Trimble, and we'll take it with him. 0-0 is your score with 1:55 left in the first quarter. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week live on KNDY.
If any of your family members meow, bark, squeak, chew, dig, squawk, claw, play dead, or fetch, you need Dr. Porter and the Blue River Veterinary Clinic in Waterville. Dr. Porter is dedicated to the wellness and health care of your small animal pets, offering vaccinations and wellness checks, boarding, dentistry, emergency care, grooming, surgery, and radiology with her full-service clinic. A healthy pet is a happy pet, and a happy pet means a happy home. Call today for your appointment, 363-2222.
Twin Valley Thrift Shops are always updating with new arrivals. Check out the warehouse in Waterville and Twice But Nice in Beatty for a great selection of clothes, toys, games, home decor, everyday pieces. And at the warehouse, they stock furniture and more as well. Your purchase and, of course, your contributions benefit local residents served by Twin Valley Developmental Services. Both locations always accept donations of good, clean, quality used items you're no longer using. Visit the Twin Valley Thrift Shops in Waterville and Beatty.
0-0 our score. Just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Both teams 3 and out on their first possession. Centralia technically a 4 and out after a 4th down stop by the Mustangs. Mustangs now, though, with a 3rd and 6 on their own 35-yard line. 2 tight ends tight. The backfield will be Gray. Going in motion is the halfback. Shanks looks back. Pressure near side. Again, he will go down. Pressure by that Centralia defense got to him. That's going to be a sack and a loss of 5 for Shanks.
Becker in there with the sack, getting to the backfield and picking up the first sack of the game and of the year.
Good job by the Centralia defense just to bring an extra man off that right side of the Valley Heights offensive line, blind side of the quarterback. Pressure is going to force a second punt of the evening for the Mustangs. Standing back at his own 40-yard line will be Quentin Aldifer. This one bounces at the 35, rolls the Valley Heights way, and will finally be down right at the 35-yard line. 0-0 your score. 1 minute left. Centralia's second chance at a score. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
In the backfield for the Panthers, Jacob Flinty, Deegan Ronnebaum. It's going to be a run left side here for the Panthers. Believe that was Quentin Aldifer that got his 5th carry of the day. They're going to mark him only for about a 3-yard gain as we run under 50 seconds here in this first quarter. So, Quentin, it's kind of been the game we expected. Both teams keep the ball on the ground. No turnovers yet so far. Just either team can't get a first down or a score.
Yeah. We saw Centralia working the field pretty well there to start, but the defense for the Valley Heights Mustangs came to play after Centralia did pick up a few first downs.
Flinty breaks the tackle right side, breaks the second tackle all the way down to the 40. One Mustang to beat. He's going to be forced out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Heck of a run there by quarterback Jacob Flinty. Put his foot in the ground and went north and south about as quick as an eyelash all the way up to the Valley Heights. I believe they're going to call that at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, big game there for Quincy. for Quinton, but it is hard to outrun Jaden DeWalt. He is the one that got there to force him out of bounds.
About a 25-yard run there by quarterback Jacob Flinty as the Panthers back in action here on the first down. Ball at the 29-yard line. Back in the backfield, it will be Alderfer and Flinty. In the shotgun, Alderfer to the left. Tight ends tight right side. We're going to take that way now. Look to pass in the backfield. Missed a sack by Flinty. Gets out of it. Throws it right side on the run. It's going to be incomplete on his second pass of the afternoon. But in the backfield there for the Mustangs, quick as lightning, was number 55, Ben Argenbright. About had himself the first sack of the Mustang season. Mustangs are going to have to get some pressure on at this backfield for Centralia, too, as well. Flinty back, second-year starter at quarterback, doing a good job of reading these defensive ends for the Mustangs here early on. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball on the 29-yard line of the Mustangs. All the men tight, spinner back in the backfield, gives it off to Ronnebaum. Ronnebaum around the left side again, and it's going to be a pickup of about 8 yards there for the sophomore backfield, as that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. No score by either side. Centralia threatening, though, with ball on the 25-yard line of the Mustangs. We're back after this break. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number one rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. Back to Valley Heights after this break.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Landall in Marysville is invested in their team, facilities, products, customers, community, future, and excellence. For over 60 years, a family-owned company focusing on quality workmanship products and employees. Congratulating their team members with their loyalty and hard work that's paid off with a 12-year profit-sharing average of 12.42%. Thanks for all you do in making Landall Company stand out above the rest. Employment opportunities available. Go online at landall.com/careers. EEO Vets and Disability, welcome.
It's service you can always trust at Sink Gordon & Associates in Waterville and Marysville. Their experience in all matters of farm, business, and individual income tax planning and preparation, estates and trust, accounting and payroll services too. Call Chad Parker in Waterville at 363-2263 or Aaron Wright in Marysville at 562-3858. Sink Gordon & Associates, comprehensive and innovative accounting in Northeast Kansas since 1946.
Right out of the quarter break, a big defensive stop by the Mustangs. A loss of 4 yards by Jacob Flinty as he got taken down. Who was that on the sack?
It looked like it was Vulcan there. He is playing pretty well, already having 2 tackles and that sack now. That is one thing that Valley Heights is going to do well. They are returning a lot of linemen, so definitely a place to watch.
James Vulcan, one of those juniors stepping up for the departed seniors off of last year's squad. Good start for the Mustangs defense here, as that's going to force a 4th down and 8 now for Centralia. Already 0 for 1 on 4th downs here, and head coach Roger Holthouse doesn't like what he sees. He's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. 0-0, 4th down coming up after this.
Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender. First Heritage Bank in Centralia, Corning, Seneca, and Vermilion. Member FDIC. Online at 1hbank.com.
This is Thad Argenbright with Performance Ag in Waterville, your Pioneer dealer. Our vision at Performance Ag is to deliver to you the very best in seed genetics from Pioneer, along with the best in service, which includes on-site seed treatment, direct delivery, and tender use. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you get more than a bag of seed.
4th down and 8 now upcoming for the Panthers. Nothing ball game. Still looking for our first score in this one. Ball will be at the 27-yard line of the Mustangs.
Yeah, we'll see what Centralia changed up and what they saw here, and if they can convert this first down.
Centralia already 0 for 1 in the 4th down. It will be Plenty back to pass, looking left, pressure up the middle by the Mustangs, throws it left side, wide open, caught near the first down mark. Quentin Alderford's going to pick up 8 and then some. Left wide open on the left side of the field there was Quentin Alderford. Now we're going to give him a 12-yard pickup on that one on the third pass attempt, first pass completion of the game for Jacob Plenty.
Yeah, something we've seen on all his pass attempts is that those linemen are getting in the backfield for Valley Heights, but Fuente is able to roll out to his left on that one and complete the pass.
An athletic quarterback, seeing it here all day long. It's going to be a first down and 15 now. Plenty little sprinter back here to Alder from right side, breaks down one, tackle has a line near side, down to the 10, down to the 5, dives. What's the call? Touchdown, Centralia Panthers. Quentin Alderfer with a 15-yard touchdown run is going to make this one 6-0.
Yeah, really impressive blocking by the wide receiver there. He had his man blocked for about 5 seconds there, allowing Alderfer to get around the side.
Excellent. Yeah, good team effort there by the entire offensive line and the backfield of Centralia. Kind of interesting and an extra point look here. Empty set. No one around the center. Strictly the center. We're going to hike it to Flinty as he rolls out right side, looking to use athleticism just off the fingertips of Quentin Alderfer as the 2-point conversion is no good. But Centralia does take the first lead of the game at 2:34 left here in the second quarter. Centralia leading this one 6-0. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. We're back after this.
As a producer, you wear a lot of hats, from livestock expert to machinery and crop expert. For ag lending expertise, you can count on us. We'll help with the loans you need for livestock, seed, and equipment. So when it comes to ag, talk to us. Like you, our field is agriculture. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
The idea of purchasing a new livestock, grain, or utility trailer is a major one. Take stress out of the picture by visiting BlueValleyTrailers.com to browse the Midwest's largest selection of Titan, H&H, Wilson, Sharp, and Travelong trailers. From your home or on your phone, visit BlueValleyTrailers.com to find specifications, pricing, and accurate pictures of the exact trailer you're planning to buy. With sales and service unmatched, find Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville or give them a call at 785-363-2224.
The Centralia marches down the field on their second possession of the game. Punch it in with a 15-yard touchdown run by Quentin Alderfer, making it 6-0. Centralia going to get the 2-point conversion, and the Mustangs look to get back in this contest. Like we said earlier, that was a quintessential Centralia drive. Kickoff here as Dewalt will look to return it. It's going to be short man. No, it's going to be Dewalt coming up and getting it, taking it right side. Has a little bit of a seam. Now has a seam near side. Dewalt to the 50. Dewalt to the 40. One man to beat. It's Alderfer. Cuts it back all the way up to the 30-yard line by Jaden Dewalt. And there's that explosiveness that made a name for himself last year. 1,000-yard rusher out of the backfield. He had himself on the season 2 touchdown returns, over 350 yards of returns, averaged almost 30 yards per return. And on that one, I'm going to say it was at least a 30-yard return and a big change in field positions for the Mustangs.
Yeah, definitely at least 30 yards, if not more. He found his seam there and was able to exploit it.
So a big play there puts the Mustangs in possession on the 28 of the Panthers. It's going to be a sweep right side as Dewalt takes it into the heart of this Panthers defense. Will only pick up a handful and bring up a second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we will check in with PBL Sports Spotlight's Jeff Wirtz as he has an update or a preview of games going on around the area tonight. We're going to take a look at those scores coming up at halftime, as it's a great week of number one here in the state of Kansas for some high school football. Third down run is going to be the official call there for DeWalt. Run's going to be here left side, as I believe Shanks kept a hold of that one. Or, excuse me, that's going to be Gray. Logan Gray, the ball carrier on the 2nd down and 7, picks up about 2 yards there for Gray. Now the Mustangs in a 3rd down and 5. In trouble of spoiling this good field position on the kickoff, Jaden DeWalt took him back all the way to the 30-yard line of the Panthers. Now the Mustangs set at the 27-yard line, 3rd down and 5. Shanks under the gun. Spinner back's going to be KNDY Dummermuth. Going to go up the middle to Logan Gray. Good power there for a first down. Needed 5. I believe he got 6 there by Logan Gray, as the Mustangs keep this drive moving.
Yeah, Shanks got hit there, but he was able to get the ball off soon enough to Gray, who hit that gap and got the 5 yards they needed.
Dummermuth in motion again. We're going to give that one off to Gray, but we're going to have a flag near side, probably going to be a false start, and that's what it looks like it is going to be on the Mustangs. So 2nd one here now for Valley Heights. We'll move them back now 5 yards, I believe, on that first down. It's a full weekend of action here on KNDY 2 as well. Tomorrow, KU Jayhawks get their 2nd game of the season underway as they take on Illinois at 6 o'clock. Pre-game's going to be at 5:30 right here on FM 95.5. Meanwhile, on our sister stations, AM 1570, FM 94.1, Kansas State will be taking on Tulane at 11 a.m. That's a 9 a.m. pregame to kick that one off. Shanks hands it off to DeWalt here left side. Had a little bit of a seam. Gets back up to close to the original line of scrimmage, but good job by the Centralia defense so far here on this drive.
Yeah, the defense is definitely doing their best. You see it being led by Hudman right now with 4 tackles, and of course Grady Becker getting in there with 2 and a quarterback sack on the game. So they're playing well, getting everyone's getting to the ball, getting some tackles, and we'll see how they continue to play.
I think both coaches had some concerns going into this one, just the mentality or the mental preparedness of both of these teams going into it. And so far, besides the 3 penalties, now we're going to have a 2nd one on Valley Heights in this drive. So just what I was going
KNDY. Petition to have Mondays off, like that's not a thing. Even if the government says you can have Mondays off, your boss doesn't have to do that. Your boss can make you work like all the days. That doesn't seem fair, does it? In the meanwhile, I am here, and I am here for the rest of the evening with some Chris Stapleton coming up in a great song, his most recent #1 chart topper, as they say, dirt cheap. I got Cody Johnson on the way.
The best country for the Blue Valley, 95.5 KNDY.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-333-1750. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance.
KNDY.
Of course, it won't be the start of the football season without a few technical difficulties. Apologies for you there, but I don't think they wanted us to call that touchdown run while we were away. Jaden DeWalt, a 27-yard touchdown run for the Mustangs, ties this one up at 6-6. Power run by Logan Gray, right side on the 2-point conversion is going to be no good, but we have knotted this one up here at 6-6. Midway through the second quarter, 7:21 to go. Mustangs tie this one up with a 27-yard touchdown run by do-it-all running back Jaden DeWalt. We're going to take a timeout, bring it back to Valley Heights here after this break.
Have you ever thought about the impact your broadband provider has on our children's educational experience?
In today's world, our schools and students rely on broadband internet more than ever for teaching, for interacting, to bring outside expertise into our small schools, and to open up our students' worlds. At Blue Valley Technologies, we believe our students deserve all of the resources in the world, one of the many reasons why we stand by in building robust fiber networks. We wish all of the students, families, and educators we serve a successful school year. We are proud to keep you connected.
Danes Automotive and Tire in Waterville and Marysville is your reliable automotive repair shop. Servicing engines and transmissions, ACs, radiators, exhaust, and diagnostic checks. Did you know Danes does tires? Carrying all major brands and sizes from trucks, ATVs, trailer, and farm implements, Danes Automotive and Tire has you covered. With over 85 years combined experience, your locally owned and trusted repair and tire shop is Danes Automotive and Tire in Waterville and Marysville.
6-6 is our score here with 7:21 left to go in the second quarter. Score update to pass along for you. Marysville leads Nemaha Central 8-0 at halftime of that contest. Game can be heard over on KNDY AM 1570 FM 94.1. Bulldogs, after a 3-6 season, taking on defending 3A state champs Nemaha Central, leading by a touchdown and an extra point at halftime. Meanwhile, elsewhere around the league at the end of the first quarter, Frankfort leads Clifton Clyde 6-0. It's been all Axtell in their contest versus Lynn as it's 30-0 with 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. And we just tied it up here at Valley Heights as Jane Dewalt punched in a 27-yard touchdown run to make it 6-6 in this opening week. Taking it off of bounds on the kickoff will be Quentin Aldifer down the left side, trying to get in front of the Centralia bench, has himself a line, one man to meet. That will be Roy Sexton that tackles him, but once again, a good punt return up to near the 50, but we do have a flag here on this play. It's kind of in the Centralia backfield, so let's see what the call here is by the official. Already, though, here in this contest, second long kick return that we've seen here early on.
Yeah, definitely another long kick. I think that's something we were expecting to see with both Quentin and Jaden in their returning units respectively. Explosive runners, good runners. They hit those sidelines and they just zip down the field.
And I think both of these coaches know, too, that they have two guys that can break a tackle, so it's kind of setting those runs up has been impressive here early on. It is going to be a block in the back called by Centralia, so knocked them back 10 yards, as now they're going to start at the 33-yard line. It's going to be a run near side now by Jacob Flinty as he breaks it all the way up to near the 50-yard line. So from the 33 to the 49, heck of a run there by quarterback Jacob Flinty on the 16-yard run by quarterback for the Panthers.
Yeah, this Jacob Plenty and Quentin Aldifer combo in the backfield is going to be hard to stop. Valley Heights has a similar offense that they're running with, but have a few more options with Gray back there as well.
The duo of Flinty and Aldifer already over 100 yards here, and we've still got 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Here's going to be an option play to the left side as Flinty pulled it out of the chest of Aldifer, takes it up the middle for about 3 yards. As now Flinty over 50 yards, Aldifer over 52 as well. Good contest here between Valley Heights and Centralia. 6:18 left to play here before halftime. Coming up at half, we will take a look at weather news and, of course, a look around the TVL with the TVL whip around courtesy of Jeff Ward. Here's pressure up the Mustangs. 2 missed tackles forced by Flinty. Now throwing back the pass across the middle, man wide open is Aldifer. Good hit there by Kane Dummermuth, but a big first down by Jacob Flinty. About a 19-yard pickup there through the air to Aldifer as those two have connected not only in the backfield but also in the passing game.
Yeah, there again we see the Mustangs getting in the backfield, getting some pressure, making him avoid the tackles, but he is still able to connect, athletic in the backfield to avoid the tackles and still get off the field.
You're just seeing, well, I guess we're seeing the athleticism of Quentin Aldifer, and when he went down with that torn ACL, really changed his game last year. Here's a direct snap to Isaac Reineke right up the middle. He's going to be stopped for a gain of nothing. Good power there from the Mustangs. And to piggyback off of Quentin's last comment, the defense for the Valley Heights Mustangs has been in the backfield of Centralia so early on. Now, head coach Cody Trimble is dialing up some blitz to try and get Flinty off balance. But whenever you're taking on a team like Centralia, you need to be able to get them off their game as they normally are, just so powerful, kind of run it right down your throat.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of getting back there. They just need to finish when they do get back there. And that secondary definitely needs to apply a little bit more pressure to those wide receivers so they're not able to get those connections.
Spinner back there. Flinty hands it off to Dean Ronnebaum. Deegan Ronnebaum takes it up the middle for a handful of yards, but brings up a third down and a medium now for Centralia. Yeah, we happened to see the Valley Heights game last year in the playoff sectional versus Medicine Lodge. I can't remember the quarterback's name, but ran all over the Mustangs defense, not because the Mustangs were out of line, but Mustangs were getting pressure, but he was just able to get out of that pressure, and that's where it really throws your defense off.
Yeah, that's something the linebackers definitely need to work on, is containment and not letting him pick up yards even if he does escape pressure. Here's pressure.
Pressure up the middle. Taken down for a Mustang sack. Getting in there for the first sack of the year will be Gabriel Padilla. Big loss there for Centralia, as they're going to mark that as a 13-yard loss there for Jacob Flinty.
Yeah, Padilla was just storming down the field. Flinty had nowhere to go. His athleticism wasn't saving him that time. He was trying to backpedal, but Padilla just had the head start coming from the linebacker position, giving him a few extra steps of speed.
Padilla there on the offensive side. Lawson Stryker, Ben Argenbright were also there pressuring Flinty in his face. Now a fourth down and 23 from the Mustangs 42-yard line. In the backfield, it will be Aldifer and Flinty. But before that, we're going to have a flag thrown and a delay of game called on Centralia. You don't see that very much, especially this close to half, but another 5 yards will back Centralia up into a punting formation. While they get everyone off, we're going to take a break for 30 seconds. We're back after this.
Every great team has shared qualities that separated them from all else. Whether you're talking about the 72 Dolphins, the 92 Dream Team, the Fab Five, or the Magnificent Seven, you can count on one thing. The vision was clear and the commitment was obvious. High standards were set and improvement was never ending. At Sapp Brothers, our goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And we'll reach our goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Join our team, Sapp Brothers Petroleum, in Philly, Crete, Lincoln, Humboldt, and Hanover, Kansas.
Looking for a spot to refuel you or the whole team? Make the Route 77 Corner Store your ultimate pit stop. From Hunt Brothers Pizza and soft serve ice cream in Blue Rapids to hand-breaded fried chicken and fish in Waterville, fountain drinks, snacks, and sweet treats. Save on fuel with the Dino Pay app every time you hit the road. To take a break or stay on the go, let the Route 77 Corner Stores of Blue Rapids and Waterville fuel you up for your next road trip.
Punt from Aldifer rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Mustangs have to go 95 yards if they want to score here before halftime. 3 minutes left to go, as it's going to be Tower left side. We're going to have a late flag thrown as there's a tussle in the middle. Big group of Panthers there trying to stop this Mustangs offense. Let's see what the flag is going to be called on. It does give me a chance to remind you that if you miss or want to listen back to any of our broadcasts here on KNDY, you can find them at KNDYradio.com underneath the podcast tab. You can find last year's contest. I think even going back about 4 or 5 years, you can find any game that you'd like at KNDYradio.com. It is going to be a flag called on Centralia, so I believe a free 5 yards will be given to the Mustangs. Face mask is going to be the call.
Yeah, it was just about to confirm that does look like a face mask, and that is a big penalty for Centralia as they allow the Mustangs just a little bit more breathing room to get a play off.
Second down and a few yards to go here. Shanks underneath. We're going to give power left side. DeWalt cuts it back now right side. Had himself a seam. Gets a first down with 2:40 left here to go, but clock continues to run on the 3-yard run by DeWalt. Play given off here now. Another run up the middle by DeWalt. Clock still running at 2:33. Both coaches have taken timeouts. Goody Trimble's got 2 in his back pocket. Same for Holthouse over on the far side. DeWalt gets his 3rd run in a row and picks up about 2 yards now for a 2nd down and 8. 6-6 is our score. Centralia got their first score of the game at the 10:34 mark in the second quarter on a 15-yard touchdown run by Quentin Aldifer. Valley Heights answered back at the 7:21 mark with a 27-yard touchdown run by DeWalt. Shanks under power. It's going to be a triple option right side, getting to the edge, breaking one tackle. First down for the Mustangs. That'll be Aiden Unruh getting his first run of the evening. We'll get that one right here. Aiden Unruh, his first run of the evening, goes for 13 yards and a Mustangs first down. Mustangs working quickly now. Sweep power right side. DeWalt gets up to about the 40-yard line. Picks up about 5 or 6. Clock still running at 1:40. Mustangs working fast here. 90 seconds left to go here before halftime.
Yeah, we'll see if they pull any tricks out of their hats here. Maybe some different play calls to try and get down this field in the limited time that they have.
Wasting a lot of time here, though, trying to get this play call in. Clock now down to the 1:10 mark. Finally getting set on the Centralia 36. Shanks under center. He's going to roll out left side, make a bootleg. Throws it here near side. Caught for a first down and out of bounds to save time as the completion goes to Unruh. With that breakage in time, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. We're back after this word.
Get the good stuff.
Superior quality at competitive prices. It's right around the corner at your Napa Auto Parts store, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. Napa has over 310,000 parts and accessories for auto, truck, farm, and small engines. Plus, all Napa brand parts are backed by a national warranty program. Need answers or advice? Just ask the friendly parts professionals at Napa at Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. They're ready to help.
Get the good stuff.
Quality you can trust at prices you can afford at Napa Auto Parts, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware.
Gray breaks a first down run for another first down for the Mustangs. That's going to be a pickup. 15 yards there for Logan Gray, as most importantly, he gets out of bounds here near side 2 as well. So it's just talking about the time running off the clock. Mustangs picked up about 30 yards in their last 2 plays. Can now move into Centralia Panthers territory. Ball at the 43-yard line. 57 seconds left here to go. We saw the explosiveness of DeWalt on his touchdown run. Looking to break the same here for a final score before halftime. Under center is Shanks. Looking back to pass near side, looking for Ekstrom. Kind of little back shoulder throw here as Ekstrom just kept running on that pass attempt. Pass will be incomplete on Shanks' second attempt here of the afternoon.
Yeah, not the worst play there. That does stop the clock. They are able to reset, have enough time to get a play call out. We are seeing them go into the air, which is a little different for this Mustang offense, but good to see. It's fun football.
Absolutely. Needing a score here before halftime. If I remember right, Valley Heights kicked off to start this. No, Centralia kicked off to start this contest. So Centralia will get the ball when we come back at second half. Shanks under center, spinner back here near side, going to be stopped at the line by this Centralia defense, and I think we're going to get a timeout here with the clock running at 44 seconds. Unruh got that run for about a gain of actually a loss of 1. Clock rolling at 34 seconds, and that will probably take us into halftime. Mustangs going to concede here in this one as we go into second half. No, we're still getting a play call in.
It's strange we didn't take a timeout if they were going to take that much time to get a play call in.
I know, yeah. They let 15, 20 seconds run out, and now all of a sudden Centralia wants a timeout. So we'll take it with them. Mustangs on the 44 of the Panthers. We're back after this.
Where do you turn when the unexpected happens? You may wonder what's next. Who do I call? What should I do? We at Christy Anders and Anders Fifely Funeral Homes are here to assist by providing support and personal services while helping create a beautiful and unique tribute for your loved one. We're proud to offer affordable, personalized packages to fit any budget. You can find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us in Waterville at Christy Anders Funeral Home or in Riley at Anders Fifely Funeral Home.
Nothing beats country living. That's why our bank is proud to be your full-service mortgage lender. We offer a variety of loan solutions for country homes, ranches, and for vacant and recreational land. Whether you're a farmer or just love the country life, see us for your welcome home loan. We're an equal housing lender. First Heritage Bank in Centralia, Corning, Seneca, and Vermilion. Member FDIC. Online at 1hbank.com.
Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
Third down play is going to be a sweep to the right side. Picks up about 11 yards on a third down and 12. It won't be enough for a first down, and that will take us to the end of the first half. 6-6 is your score. When we come back, we'll recap the first half.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids. Building quality, locally produced custom trailers, wishing all Mustang athletes the best of luck this year. From start to finish, the best is what you'll get from Sharp Manufacturing. Check out their full line of high-quality enclosed cargo trailers and custom car haulers at sharpmanufacturing.com. The best and last trailer you'll need, Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Mustang Motors in Blue Rapids wants to get you into a new ride today. Whether it be a car, van, truck, SUV, or even a new Hisun side-by-side, Colby has it. And if it's not on the lot, they can find it. With easy financing options available and a warranty on everything that leaves the lot, you'll feel confident in your choice with Mustang Motors. Check them out online at MustangMotorsKS.com or stop by and check out what's on the lot in Blue Rapids. Mustang Motors, right on the highway, always right on the price.
6-6 is our score here at halftime. I don't want to say to be expected, but I think this game has gone about as expected as we wanted to. Both teams went 2 and out on their first 2 possessions. Centralia scored on their third with a 15-yard touchdown run by Quinton Aldifer with 10:34 left in the second quarter. Mustangs got a touchdown on their third possession with a 27-yard touchdown run by Jaden DeWalt, making it 6-6 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Mustangs got the ball at the 5-yard line with about 3.5 minutes left before halftime. got all the way up to the Centralia about 43-yard line, but chose not to use their final timeouts and took a 6-6 score into the halftime. As for stats, just about as even as it can get. Centralia unofficially 115 rushing yards. Valley Heights unofficially 116 rushing yards. Jacob Flinty is 2 for 4, 31 yards. Both of those receptions going to Quentin Aldifer. Meanwhile, Max Shanks is 1 for 2 for 12 yards to Aiden Unruh. From the defensive side, it has really been Grady Becker and Ben Avercamp for the Panthers. Becker, 5 tackles so far and a quarterback sack. Meanwhile, for the Mustangs, they have 2 sacks on the evening, thanks to Gabriel Padilla and defensive lineman James Bolkin. 6-6 at halftime. We're going to take a break, come back with news, weather, and a look around the TVL with TVL Sports Spotlight's own Jeff Wirtz.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
If any of your family members meow, bark, squeak, chew, dig, squawk, claw, play dead, or fetch, you need Dr. Porter and the Blue River Veterinary Clinic in Waterville. Dr. Porter is dedicated to the wellness and health care of your small animal pets, offering vaccinations and wellness checks, boarding, dentistry, emergency care, grooming, surgery, and radiology with her full-service clinic. A healthy pet is a happy pet, and a happy pet means a happy home. Call today for your appointment, 363-2222.
Twin Valley Thrift Shops are always updating with new arrivals. Check out the warehouse in Waterville and Twice But Nice in Beatty for a great selection of clothes, toys, games, home decor, everyday pieces. And at the warehouse, they stock furniture and more as well. Your purchase and, of course, your contributions benefit local residents served by Twin Valley Developmental Services. Both locations always accept donations of good, clean, quality used items you're no longer using. Visit the Twin Valley Thrift Shops in Waterville and Beatty. At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687. Landall in Marysville is invested in their team, facilities, products, customers, community, future, and excellence. For over 60 years, a family-owned company focusing on quality workmanship products and employees. Congratulating their team members with their loyalty and hard work that's paid off with a 12-year profit-sharing average of 12.42%. Thanks for all you do in making Landall Company stand out above the rest. Employment opportunities available. Go online at landall.com/careers. EEO Vets and Disability, welcome.
It's service you can always trust at Sink Gordon & Associates in Waterville and Marysville. Their experience in all matters of farm, business, and individual income tax planning and preparation, estates and trust, accounting and payroll services too. Call Chad Parker in Waterville at 363-2263 or Aaron Wright in Marysville at 562-3858. Sink Gordon & Associates, comprehensive and innovative accounting in Northeast Kansas since 1946.
KNDY is proud to be your local sports leader. For over 40 years, KNDY has been bringing you the scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long, year after year. Not just playoff time. Times and technology change, but our dedication to area sports remain the same. KNDY Sports, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
Hey, it's Jeff Wirtz from the TVL Spotlight. I couldn't be more excited for our first Football Friday to start off 2024. Let's take a look around the Twin Valley League for Week 1. We'll start with the game you have here on KNDY, Centralia taking on Valley Heights. You know, it's going to be hard to live up to the battle that these two teams had last year, an 18-16 Centralia win. Despite losing a big group of players to graduation, the Panthers returned several key players who have varsity experience. Jacob Flinty, who eclipsed 900 yards of total offense last year, is in the backfield once again for the Panthers. If he can find a few complementary players, Centralia might not miss a beat in 2024. Meanwhile, Valley Heights will give you a steady dose of Jaden Dewalt in the running game. Replacing Carson Spoots will be a big task, but the Mustang coaching staff always tends to have a few tricks up their sleeve. We go next to the 8-man ranks, and who else could we start with but the 3-time state champion and winners of 39 straight ball games, the Axtell Eagles, as they hit the road in Week 1 to play the Lynn Bulldogs. The skill players are still there for Eric Detweiler's team. Quarterback Brandon Schmelsley is breaking all sorts of records every week, throwing for nearly 1,600 yards and 29 touchdowns in 2023. If there is a setback for this Eagle team, it is having to replace some players up front. We'll see if the Axtell coaching staff has that fully figured out in Week 1, or if they attempt to try a few names in those positions. The Axtell Eagles put that long winning streak on the line at Lynn tonight. The preseason threat to knock off Axtell may be the Frankfort Wildcats. Experience trumps all in small school football, and you can't get any more experience than 4-year wideout Lane Loiseau and 3-year starter at quarterback Wes Anderson. Anderson led all of 8-man football in passing yards, a career 3,500 yards, and 55 touchdown passes. His key targets will be Lane Loiseau and Carter Olson, who both went over 500 yards last year in the passing game. Tonight they take on a team that is just as dynamic. Clifton Clyde may be one of the most underappreciated teams in the state. The offense that Coach Steinbrock instills is never a surprise, but the way the Eagles run it so crisply just makes it that much more difficult for opposing defenses. I hope the staff at Clifton Clyde have replaced all of the bulbs on the scoreboard, because this one is going to light up every single one. Fast-paced and offensively charged, it might come down to which defense can make 1 or 2 big plays and do what others have failed to do, make a stop. The lone non-league game in Week 1 comes as Hanover is on the road at El Saline. A 6-5 record last year was definitely an aberration from what we have seen from the Wildcats in the past, and I venture to say that definitely won't happen again. Hanover showed a lot of progress later in the season, including a pair of playoff wins. The starting core on both sides of the ball and that time on the field in the previous season could be the biggest plus for Hanover as they look to compete against one of the toughest schedules in 8-man football this year. El Saline powered their way to the state semifinals last year, but will enter 2024 with a new quarterback as 6'5" Reese Crone will take the snaps for the Cardinals. Our final game tonight features the Washington County Tigers under new head coach Jason Ham, looking to usher in the new era of Tiger football, starting with a matchup with the Blue Valley Rams. The small number of upperclassmen may be the biggest detriment to Washington County, with lone senior Octavian Cardenas. The junior athletes Noah Hoover and Gavin LeDuc will be asked to take the vocal lead both on and off the field. Tonight they take on a Blue Valley team that looks primed and ready to turn the corner in the Twin Valley League. With 6 returning senior players this year, including top offensive threats Braden Brockman and Landon Sum.
This is Thad Argenbright with Performance Ag in Waterville, your Pioneer dealer. Our vision at Performance Ag is to deliver to you the very best in seed genetics from Pioneer, along with the best in service, which includes on-site seed treatment, direct delivery, and tender use. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you get more than a bag of seed.
When you're a producer, you gotta keep growing and keep the machinery in gear. You can't have a lot of downtime while you're waiting for parts or repairs, no matter what the equipment is. If your machinery is holding you back, talk to us. We can offer you loan options that make sense for your ag business and get you back in gear. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
The idea of purchasing a new livestock, grain, or utility trailer is a major one. Take stress out of the picture by visiting BlueValleyTrailers.com to browse the Midwest's largest selection of Titan, H&H, Wilson, Sharp, and Travelong trailers. From your home or on your phone, visit BlueValleyTrailers.com to find specifications, pricing, and accurate pictures of the exact trailer you're planning to buy. With sales and service unmatched, find Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville or give them a call at 785-363-2224.
Have you ever thought about the impact your broadband provider has on our children's educational experience? In today's world, our schools and students rely on broadband internet more than ever for teaching, for interacting, to bring outside expertise into our small schools, and to open up our students' worlds. At Blue Valley Technologies, we believe our students deserve all of the resources in the world, one of the many reasons why we stand by in building robust fiber networks. We wish all the students, families, and educators we serve a successful school year. We are proud to keep you connected.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
Second half action, moments away from getting going here at Valley Heights. 6-6 is our score at halftime as Centralia opened up the scoring with a 15-yard touchdown run by Quentin Aldifer midway through the second quarter. Next possession, Mustangs got themselves a 27-yard touchdown run by Jaden DeWalt to make it 6-6. Mustangs had an opportunity to half, but elected to go into halftime and knotted up at 6. Max Blasky back with you, joined by Quentin Blasky today on the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Glad to have you all along, and of course a big thank you to our sponsors this evening from the Valley Heights side that are making this contest possible. A reminder to shop local, support local too as well. Those businesses are what makes these broadcasts possible. So, Gwen, as we get ready for second half action, kind of like we figured out, a pretty tight game on both sides, keeping the ball on the ground. Clock keeps continuing to run. What's going to have to break for one of these teams to, I guess, break through here in the second?
Yeah, right now I think it's all about momentum. If one of these teams is able to break off for a large gain on the ground, probably in the terms of Quentin Aldifer or Jaden DeWalt breaking off a large run, I think that could give an offense a lot of momentum to carry them to win a game, especially when they get the ball again. But it's a tighter game than I thought we'd see. I know last year it was a tight game, but these are two explosive teams and low scoring for the traditional way we see these teams play.
This game last year between these two squads, it was Centralia 18, Valley Heights 8 at half. Mustangs got a late touchdown in the fourth to close it to 18-16 as Centralia held on to that one. Almost identical stats from that first half as mentioned before. 115 yards unofficially on the ground for Centralia, 116 on the ground for the Mustangs. Mustangs will kick off. It will be the up man for Centralia taking this one. Number 5 there, Deegan Rodabaum's going to return it up to about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will get started off. Panthers in the first half were led by Quentin Aldifer, 56 yards unofficially on 6 rushes and a touchdown run. Jacob Fleming had 8 rushes unofficially on 38 yards. Flinty was also 0 for 2 in the air for 31, both of those completions to Aldifer. So that pair of Aldifer and Flinty really drove the Centralia offense in the first half.
Definitely. Combining for most of their yardage, even in the air, we saw Aldifer being the main target for Flinty. So them two are doing a lot of work here. We will continue to probably see that tonight. For the Mustangs, we do see a few more names that are able to make an impact on the offensive side of the ball, like Logan Gray, of course, Jaden DeWalt, Max Shanks, the quarterback. But we'll see if they mix anything up.
Be interesting to see how this Mustang defense comes out, too, on a high snap. Aldifer's going to take it around near side, but the Mustangs defense did a good job in that first half getting to the quarterback. I think it's unofficially 2 sacks, but more pressure, too, as well on Plenty.
Yeah, there wasn't a drop-back pass that Plenty had where he was not experiencing pressure. Now, he's very athletic, and he was able to escape that most of the time. Like Max just brought up, we did see 2 sacks there, one for a large loss, but he also did complete a few passes for a large gain. So.
Very even on both sides, and we've got 24 more minutes to figure out a winner in this one. That first down run was 2 yards. Now here's a slip in the backfield. Going down for a loss will be number 17, Henry Heidemann, getting his first rush of the game. Will go for a loss of -3. Didn't talk about it really in the pregame. This field very nice here at Valley Heights, about 10 years old now. No real moisture in the air so far here tonight, but right there, just a slip in the backfield by Heidemann.
Yeah, it's been fairly dry in this area, so the field should be in good shape. Just an off-character little slip of the wrist, or slip of the ankle there, I should say. But I don't expect to see many of them.
Broke his own ankle on that one. 3rd down and 11 now from their own 33. We've got false start not called. It's going to be run near side by Plenty. Plenty's going to get up to the first down, and a first down there for Jacob Plenty. That's going to be a 13-yard pickup for the quarterback. Puts him back to over 50 yards rushing on the ground, but probably got away with one there as the whole left side of the offensive line got a little bit early jump on the Mustangs. Nonetheless, a first down now on the 47-yard line as the Panthers look to take the lead here early in the second half. Mustangs defense still out there with those 5 down linemen. Talked about losing size in the beginning for the Mustangs. Replenish it with numbers, said head coach Tony Trimble. And so far tonight, they've been doing that. 2 backers in there, Gavin Crowder, and I believe that is Aiden Unruh, too. It's going to be a sweep right side. Deegan Rodabaum's going to get to the edge, break one tackle, breaks the second one, and then driven down by a group of Mustangs right at the 50-yard line. 3-yard pickup there for Deegan Rodabaum on his 3rd rush of the evening.
Yeah, surprising there with Deegan Rodabaum getting the direct snap, but we were just talking to, and we were looking out to see if they were going to switch anything up, maybe give those other guys a rest, and we'll see if they continue to do that. Good pickup.
Keep rotation going, too. Both teams had a lot to replenish off of last year's squad. Offensively, Valley Heights and Centralia accounted for 72% of the first and second team all-TVL offensive sides last year. Here's a sweep near side to Aldifer. He gets himself a seam, gets up to the 35, now the 30. Going to be pushed down at the 29. But again, another powerful run by Quentin Aldifer for a 21-yard pickup for the sophomore running back.
Yeah, Logan Gray there. Last man to beat was able to push him out of bounds. That's kind of Logan Gray's responsibility tonight, as we've seen him force a few runners out of bounds before they were able to take off for a very large gain. So they're glad that they have him back there.
Centralia has been able to get the edges so far here in this one from the offensive line, but like Quentin talked about there, Logan Gray out on the edge along with Jaden Dewalt, too, as well, making some plays for this Mustang defense. Spinner back's going to go right side. Aldifer gets it. Good breakdown tackle by the corner on the far side. Be a pickup of about 8 as Centralia is threatening now deep inside of Mustang territory.
Yeah, good containment on that run by Unruh. He was able to contain and kind of just slow him down enough for a few guys to get there and complete the tackle. He's doing a lot this half already. That's his 2nd tackle in this half.
Second down, now and 5 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line of the Mustangs. There'll be Plenty in the backfield with Ronabaum to his left in the shotgun, spinning back as Frankie takes it right up the middle, breaks the tackle, gets all the way down to the 5-yard line. Heck of a run there by quarterback Jacob Plenty. He goes from the 23 to the 5 on an 18-yard pickup, and Centralia in excellent action here early in this second half. Actually goes down to the 11-yard line, so it's 5 yards off on that one. So a 12-yard run there for Jacob Plenty brings up a first down and goal for the Panthers. Neither team has been in the red zone very often. Both teams successful when they are. Flinty in the shotgun. The Alder to his left. Flinty runs right up the middle. Touchdown, Centralia Panthers. Quarterback keeper, 7-yard touchdown run by quarterback Jacob Flinty.
Yeah, what a drive there all the way down for the touchdown. That's the first possession that that Centralia has of this half, and they were able to do what they struggled to do in the first half, and that's just continuously drive down the field, not make any mistakes, and get in for the touchdown.
So Centralia takes the opening drive of the third quarter in for a score, pushes their lead up to 12-6. 2-point conversion pending now for the Panthers. It's been on the ground and pound all day for Centralia. We'll see what Valley Heights has up their sleeve when they get the ball back next. In the shotgun, it will be Flinty. Up back is Isaac Reineke. Reineke goes in motion. High snap is taken by Flinty. It will be a no good as the snap went over the head of Jacob Flinty. We'll keep our score here at 6-12 as Mustangs look to cut into this lead when we come back. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week here on KNDY Radio.
Danes Automotive and Tire in Waterville and Marysville is your reliable automotive repair shop. Servicing engines and transmissions, ACs, radiators, exhaust, and diagnostic checks. Did you know Danes does tires? Carrying all major brands and sizes from trucks, ATVs, trailer, and farm implements, Danes Automotive and Tire has you covered. With over 85 years combined experience, your locally owned and trusted repair and tire shop is Danes Automotive and Tire in Waterville and Marysville.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple, to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations at Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
Looking for a spot to refuel you or the whole team? Make the Route 77 Corner Store your ultimate pit stop. From Hunt Brothers Pizza and soft serve ice cream in Blue Rapids to hand-breaded fried chicken and fish in Waterville, fountain drinks, snacks, and sweet treats. Save on fuel with the Dino Pay app every time you hit the road. To take a break or stay on the go, let the Route 77 corner stores of Blue Rapids and Waterville fuel you up for your next road trip.
Centralia Panthers march down the field, put it in for 6 on their first drive of the second half, take almost 5 minutes off the clock. Now it is the Mustangs' turn. Grady Dewalt returns the kickoff up to about the 40-41-yard line of the Mustangs. That's where they'll get their first offensive possession started here in the second half. Both teams had 4 possessions in the first half, so possessions few and far between. Need to be able to capitalize on either side here as Mustangs trail 12-6 here with 7:35 left to play in the third quarter. Shanks under center, I formation behind him. He's going to take this one up the middle, takes a good lick right at the first down mark. Keeper for about 6 inches. We're going to go and officially give him a yard on that one. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, the quarterback Shanks was not afraid to lower his shoulder and just pick up as much as he could there. Didn't get much, but good effort.
Good effort there by the quarterback, of course, taking over after setting out of the quarterback position last year. Transferring Carson Spoons took over, led the Mustangs to an 8-3 season. Now Max Shanks back under center where he was his sophomore year. Single back is Gray behind Shanks. Blitz is coming left side. It's going to go to Gray right side. Breaks one tackle, spins off, stays on his feet. Good run there by Logan Gray as he's going to pick himself up about 6 or 7, bring up a more manageable 3rd down and short. Officially, it's going to be a 6-yard run there by Gray. 3rd down and 3 now for the Mustangs, just right at midfield. Kind of interesting formation the last 2 times. The All-State running back Jaden DeWalt has been spread out wide to the left side in a wide receiver position. He's out there again, too, here on this 3rd down play. Tight and tight right side, Gray in the backfield on 3-point stance. It's going to be a swing left side to DeWalt, try and get him in space. Tries to get around the edge, and he will not, as good tackle made there by Deegan Ronabaum came up from his corner position. A pickup of 2 yards is going to be the call as Shanks hit DeWalt for their first catch-up today. And now Mustangs will go for it 4th and 2. Trying to use DeWalt's speed there just to get him on the edge, trying to get him to the open, which we haven't seen him so far here tonight. But Centralia Corners, good job at staying in line with that one. 4th down and 4, ball on the 47-yard line. Tie-dye formation for the Mustangs. Quarterback sneak up the middle. Shanks is going to be close. Kyle's going backwards. Now it's going forward. What's going to be the call? Both judge comes in from each side. Shanks is on the other side of the 50, which is where the first down marker was. And it's going to be awfully close here on a 4th down and 2. Let's see where the ball is going to be placed. White Hat's looking down the line. It's going to be inches. They're going to bring out the sticks.
Looks like we do have a player down on the field, possibly. Never like to see that.
And with that break, as the trainers will come out, we're going to take a break to bring it right back here in 30 seconds.
Get the good stuff.
Superior quality at competitive prices. It's right around the corner at your Napa Auto Parts store, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. Napa has over 310,000 parts and accessories for auto, truck, farm, and small engines. Plus, all Napa brand parts are backed by a national warranty program. Need answers or advice? Just ask the friendly parts professionals at Napa at Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. They're ready to help.
Get the good stuff.
Quality you can trust at prices you can afford at Napa Auto Parts, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware.
Mustangs keep the momentum going. They pick up a 4th down by about 6 inches. That was Gavin Crowder, who was down at the line of scrimmage, was able to walk off on his own feet. So a good look there by the junior lineman and returning tackler for the Mustangs this year. First down play is going to be a run up the middle. I believe that was DeWalt that got that.
Yep.
DeWalt goes up the middle for his first run here in the second half. It'll be a 1-yard pickup after Shanks picked up 2 on that 4th down. Second time we've already seen Valley Heights use that quarterback sneak so far here this evening. Has been a successful play right under center. Shanks under center again with Gray and DeWalt in the I formation behind him. It's going to be a backhand off the DeWalt left side. He plows forward for about 4 yards. But so far here in this one, Centralia Panthers defense has kept Jane DeWalt in line.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to do much here on this series, but the offense is working down the field slowly but surely and getting to manageable yardage when they get to that 3rd and 4 down territory. That's what's been keeping their drive alive.
Converting on 3rd and 4th downs, a key for the Mustangs this year. Now a 3rd down and 7 on the 46-yard line of the Panthers. I formation with 2 receivers near side. It'll be Unruh and Ekstrom as cutting up the middle is DeWalt. There's the first little burst of explosiveness we've seen there. Had a 3rd and 7, picked up 9 on that one. First down, Mustangs. Talked about the explosiveness in DeWalt. His longest rush before that was 11 yards and 27 yards. Other than that, everything has been of the 3 or 4 yard variety. 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs. Good reminder, too, that coming up next week, our Coach's Corner program continues every day following 520 Sports. On Thursdays, we will talk to head coach Cody Trimble as we'll discuss this game and probably not looking to discuss that play as dropped for a loss in the backfield. Aina Unruh got his 3rd touch of the game, but is going to be dropped for a 3-yard loss. Will put the Mustangs in tough position out 2nd and 13.
Yeah, that comes at the hand of Grady Becker. He's doing a great job on the defensive side of the ball, now getting 5 tackles, a quarterback sack, and that tackle for a loss.
Grady Becker, one of those juniors, needing to step up for the Centralia Panthers this season, and has so far. Shanks going to run option near side, fakes it to DeWalt, takes a lick from the strong safety, but gets positive yards out of that one. We'll move it now to about a 3rd down and 7 here for the Mustangs as the clock continues to run. 3 minutes left to go. before before the end of the third quarter. Centralia took the opening drive of this quarter down for a score. This is the Mustangs' only possession so far here in the third. There's going to be a hard count. Got Centralia to jump, but Shanks did not snap it. We're going to look back near side at coach, and head coach Cody Trimble will take a timeout. This will give us a chance to catch our breath. We'll take a break. We're back after this from a word from our sponsors on the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week.
Ease the burden on your loved ones with pre-planning services offered through Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville and Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley. This is Jared Anders, and we can help you in assuring that your wishes will be taken care of, easing the decision process for your family. From service arrangements to special requests, let us take time to meet your exact needs. Find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us at Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville or at Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley.
Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
Third down and 8 now for the Mustangs. 2:50 left to play in this third quarter. Centralia leads 12-6. Ball in the 37 of the Panthers. Power right side with DeWalt. Breaks a tackle. Gets to the secondary. Now far side. Down to the 20. Down to the 10. DeWalt's going to be pushed out at the 5. Still on his feet. In for a Mustang touchdown. Jaden DeWalt. A 37-yard touchdown run by the do-it-all back for the Mustangs, and the crowd is letting everyone know about it.
That was quite impressive how he was able to get past all of those defenders. Another impressive thing was Gavin Crowder out there as a lead blocker. Did a great job at peeling away about 2 defenders. DeWalt being able to juke out 2 defenders and somehow stay on his feet and get in.
He was pushed out at the 5. I called it. He was pushed out at the 5, and somehow bear crawled his way the last 5 yards in for his second rushing touchdown here of the evening. So Centralia takes their first possession of the quarter down for a touchdown. Mustangs answer back with a touchdown of their own. 2-point conversion pending now will give the Mustangs the lead as it is 12-12. Shanks under center, 3 backs behind him. Power to the right side. We're going to give it to third man through. DeWalt powers through. He's through. He lost the ball, but I think the ball crossed the plane. Dak Judge has his arms up, and finally 2-point conversion is good by number 21, Jaden DeWalt, making this one 14-12. Mustangs lead. 2:38 left to play here in the third quarter. We're going to take a break. Bring you back, Centralia, trying to answer the Mustangs when we're back after this.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids. Building quality, locally produced custom trailers, wishing all Mustang athletes the best of luck this year. From start to finish, the best is what you'll get from Sharp Manufacturing. Check out their full line of high-quality enclosed cargo trailers and custom car haulers at sharpmanufacturing.com. The best and last trailer you'll need, Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
A great matchup for week number 1 here on the high school football slate. Valley Heights Mustangs lead Centralia 14-12 with 2:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Both teams have had one possession here in the third apiece, and both of them have scored. Centralia got a 7-yard touchdown run by quarterback Jacob Flinty. Meanwhile, All-State running back Jaden DeWalt got a 37-yard touchdown run for the Mustangs to tie this one up. Mustangs were good on the two-point conversion as DeWalt ran it in to put the Mustangs up by 2. Ball will be at the 25-yard line of Centralia. Ball is out. Diving on it will be, I believe it's Deegan Ronabaum. So he will go with the loss as a fumble is avoided by Centralia, but that's going to back them up almost 10 yards.
Yeah, we see both teams come out in their first drives and both get touchdowns. That's exactly how the Mustangs had to answer that. They couldn't let the momentum come too far this early to Centralia. Now we'll see if Centralia can convert this long second down or at least get some good yardage to make it a manageable third and fourth.
It's been about the third or fourth high snap that Centralia has caused here tonight and finally bites them in the butt. Jacob Flinty runs it to the right side, picks up about 4 yards on a second down and 20, and now a position that head coach Roger Holthouse doesn't want to see this team in many times throughout the season, technically a 5-yard run. So now 3rd and 15 for the Centralia Panthers, deep in Mustang territory on the Mustang 20-yard line. The Centralia Panthers team that was in the state championship game 2 years ago bounced in second-round action last year, looking to get back in a good spot here against the Mustangs. But what's going to be a great finish in the final quarter here on KNDY as Valley Heights lead by 2. Flinty looking back to pass, now rolling right. He's going to scramble against the far sideline. Centralia Panthers breaks one tackle and gets up for positive yardage. Will be stopped well short of the first down mark on a 3rd and 15. So we'll bring up 4th down and manageable now, as we're going to call it an 11-yard pickup there by Flinty, who now has 86 yards rushing unofficially.
Yeah, interesting there. That's the first time he wasn't pressured in the backfield when going back for a pass, but he just didn't have an option that time. It had to take off for the sideline.
Good job by the Valley Heights secondary to stay at home. Now I believe it'll be Deegan Ronabaum back to punt, back to return the ever-dangerous Jane DeWalt. Punt's going to land about the 40. DeWalt's going to let this roll towards him. That takes a nice Centralia roll all the way down to the Mustang 25-yard line, and that's where Valley Heights will start their second possession here in the third quarter. So Centralia started out this halftime with a drive down for a touchdown, topped off by a 7-yard touchdown run by Jacob Flinty. Mustangs answered back with a 37-yard touchdown run by Jane DeWalt, and just getting their second possession here in the second half with 11 seconds left to go in the third. Mustangs looking to escape the final 11 seconds, leading this one 14-12 in what has been an excellent game here to start the season off. Shanks under center, 3 backs behind him. Triangle set. He's going to give it to the last one. That's DeWalt up the middle for a few, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, Mustangs lead 14-12 on this week's Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentist in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. 12 more minutes to claim a winner. Mustangs leading by 2 as we go to the beginning of the fourth.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Mustang Motors in Blue Rapids wants to get you into a new ride today. Whether it be a car, van, truck, SUV, or even a new High Sun side-by-side, Colby has it. And if it's not on the lot, they can find it. With easy financing options available and a warranty on everything that leaves the lot, you'll feel confident in your choice with Mustang Motors. Check them out online at MustangMotorsKS.com or stop by and check out what's on the lot in Blue Rapids. Mustang Motors, right on the highway, always right on the price.
If any of your family members meow, bark, squeak, chew, dig, squawk, claw, play dead, or fetch, you need Dr. Porter and the Blue River Veterinary Clinic in Waterville. Dr. Porter is dedicated to the wellness and health care of your small animal pets, offering vaccinations and wellness checks, boarding, dentistry, emergency care, grooming, surgery, and radiology with her full-service clinic. A healthy pet is a happy pet, and a happy pet means a happy home. Call today for your appointment, 363-2222.
14-12 our score. 12 more minutes to claim a victor in this one. Mustangs lead by 2 and hold the ball on a 2nd down and 8 at their own 28-yard line. Sweep near side here to Unruh as Unruh slips on that wet grass right about the 30-yard line. So a pickup of a handful will bring up a 3rd down. A few scoring updates to pass along for you over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1. Marysville leads Nemaha Central 16-8 at the end of our 3rd quarter. Courtesy of the TVL Sports Spotlight, Hanover trails 16-12 at half. Frankfort leads Clifton Clyde 50-22, and Axtell dismantles Lynn 76-6. 3rd down and 6 here for the Mustangs after the 2-yard run by Unruh. It's going to be a dive up the middle, and Centralia Panthers defense, strong as the Great Wall, stops, I believe, Unruh again for a gain of nothing. So a no-yard gain for Aiden Unruh, 2 straight runs, will bring up a 4th down here for the Mustangs. Deep in their own territory, Mustangs will look to punt this one away as we go under 11 minutes to go here in this one. A reminder that coming up this evening, twice each hour during the 10 and 11 o'clock hours, stay tuned to KNDY for the Farm Bureau Insurance Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Bryce Leonard and Patrick Moody of Marysville. DeWalt gets this one off. Not a very good punt. We'll take a Valley Heights roll all the way down to, what are we going to call that, about the 33-yard line? About a 40-some-yard punt there for Jane DeWalt as the Panthers will get started at their own 30-yard line. Quinn, we go into the final 10 minutes. We saw Centralia take a whopping 7-minute drive to begin this 3rd quarter. So what are you expecting from the Panthers here on this drive, trailing by 2?
Yeah, going to expect probably the same thing. If they can burn off a lot of time off that clock, go down, get another touchdown, they will be sitting pretty and only leaving Valley Heights with 2 to 3 minutes, which is hard to get down with their play style.
Plenty will roll left, hits Quentin Alderfer for about a 6-yard pickup. Alderfer shakes one tackle, but then steps out of bounds. Only the 4th pass attempt there only the 5th pass attempt by Centralia here tonight. It will go for positive yardage, though, as Flinty hits Alderfer for a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, both teams in the pass look identical. Both first attempts with the ball go down for touchdowns, and the second, both of them are 4 and outs that you have to punt away. We'll see what Centralia can do here with their 3rd time possessing the ball.
2nd and 3rd, Plenty back to pass again. Same play, just the opposite way. Hits Quentin Alderfer sneaking out into the flat for a 1st down. And call that 1, 2, 3, 4. 9-yard pickup there, so back-to-back pass completions by Centralia from Plenty to Alderfer have the Panthers right at midfield. And this is a big first game for both of these teams. As you look at Valley Heights, upcoming next, Onega, Donovan West, Sacred Heart, all teams that the Mustangs were able to get victories over last year. Meanwhile, Centralia matches up versus Mid-Buchanan, which is a Missouri team next Saturday, then Onega and Donovan West. So whichever team can get a win here might be set and ready for a good start of the season. A swing pass out to the left from Flinty to Alderfer again, so 3 straight connections between the two, as the matchup between senior and sophomore has been strong here tonight. That's going to be a 6-yard completion for the Panthers as they move up to the 45-yard line. And once again, that clock keeps rolling here for Centralia. 9:45. Panthers do trail this one by 2, 14-12, midway through the fourth quarter. It will be Flinty in the backfield with taking the handoff is Ronnebaum. Ronnebaum right up the middle, close to a first down mark. 9 yards pickup. And excuse me, that was not Alderfer. That was actually Tyler Jones who picked up that run at number 3. His first run here in the contest will be a 9-yard pickup for the backup junior back.
Yeah, seeing a lot of different looks here we haven't seen out of them tonight, trying to shake up the Mustangs of Valley Heights.
I think Centralia tried to open up that defense with those runs. There's a run right up the middle. Valley Heights about blew that one up. Big number 73 was in the middle. James Bulkin lost his helmet, but getting past him for a first down was Jacob Flinty. That's going to be a pickup of 6 yards on the run by Flinty. Under the 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter, Max Blasky with you. Quentin Blasky to my left as we're back again for another exciting year of football. Mustangs lead Centralia 14-12. Mustangs looking to snap an 8-game losing streak to Centralia dating all the way back to 2016. Mustangs had Flinty dead for rights in the backfield, was able to sneak away from 2 or 3 Mustang tacklers as Flinty picks up 2. Nearing 100 yards on the ground now for the quarterback from Centralia. He finished last season with just a hair under 600 yards before his Week 5 ACL tear did Jacob Flinty, and we're seeing the explosiveness back again this year for the senior quarterback. Flinty back to pass, rolling left. Mustang pressure coming after him. Misses 1, misses 2. Can't get out of the third one, and the Mustang defense finally pulled down Jacob Flinty for their second or third sack of this contest.
Yeah, that was actually Gabriel Padilla's second sack, so he is getting back there and putting some pressure on this quarterback.
A number 5-yard loss there for the Panthers, 3-13. And I mentioned it in the opener. I was watching the offense-defensive lines in this game. So far, I think the Valley Heights Mustangs have been in the backfield of Centralia more than Centralia's been in the backfield of Valley Heights.
Oh, certainly. That is an experienced line. I think they brought back most of the players on their line, so they got some experience. They played together. They know how to do it, and they're doing it well tonight.
Here's a pass over the middle, will be taken in by Dean Ronnebaum. Big first down pickup there for the Panthers as they pick up 10 and more. They're going to go from the 40-yard line all the way up, I believe, to the 21 of Valley Heights. 22 is officially going to be the call. So a 18-yard pass and catch from Flinty to Ronnebaum, as that's his first catch here in this contest. Centralia now threatening. Under 7 minutes left to go at the Valley Heights 22-yard line. Spinner back, going to give it to Alderfer left side. Alderfer breaks a tackle, gets to the edge, gets down to the 20, now down to the 15, driven out of bounds by the Mustang defense. Centralia has ran this offense for so many years, it's so hard to tell from the linebacker's perspective. When I say spinner back, the quarterback actually takes the ball, turns all the way around, and so his back is facing the defense. Linemen, defensive backs, they can't get a read on where that ball is going, makes it hard to get to the ball.
Yeah, and even then, as he rolls off during the handoff, you don't know if the quarterback is keeping it. Often he has multiple options, so it is really hard for the defense to read that play.
Centralia threatening again as they go right up the middle with another run on a 2nd down and 5. It is going to be a first down. So from the 17 down to the 10-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it's spotted directly on the 10 there. And, maybe it's the 11 there.
10 or 11 right there.
So they may have and they're putting him down. So they're going to say it's just 10 yards to the goal line.
So first and goal after that 7-yard run by Jacob Flinty. In the shotgun with Alder to his right. It's going to be Flinty left off the straight read. Flinty still on his feet, stumbling, bumbling towards the goal line. He will be stopped short, though, of a touchdown. But Centralia mere inches away now from taking this lead late into the fourth quarter. From the 10 down to about the 1.5-yard line. So second down and goal now for the Panthers. 18 rushes on the ground for quarterback Flinty to lead all carries on either side so far here tonight. Panthers punched in their first drive of the second half, looking to do it on their third. Quarterback in the shotgun, Flinty right up the middle, dives at the goal line, and touchdown, Centralia Panthers. Jacob Flinty with a 1-yard touchdown run by number 1 himself. His second touchdown run of the day will give the Panthers the 18-14 lead with 5 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, really impressive series there for Centralia. We saw a lot of different looks that we haven't seen all game. They definitely went to the air a lot more, tried to open that defense, and then went right back to the run game that did so well.
It's going to be now Flinty looking right, rolling right, finds a man in the back of the end zone. That will be big number 44, Ben Haverkamp, as number 1 goes to number 44 for the 2-point conversion. Will put the Panthers up now by 6, 20-14, as we move through this fourth quarter. 5:16 left to play here in the fourth. Panthers up by 6. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week, live on KNDY.
Unload your unwanted or unused items and benefit local residents with disabilities through the Twin Valley Thrift Shops. Have some good used things taking up space? Drop those off anytime at the warehouse in Waterville or Twice But Nice in Beatty. For larger lots of garage sale leftovers, furniture, and the like, call to arrange pickup. Every donation sold benefits Twin Valley Services and their local residents. Learn more online at twinvalleyfriends.com or stop by the warehouse in Waterville, plus used furniture and appliances, or Twice But Nice in Beatty.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Kickoff now will go to Upman Royce Ekstrom as he takes it around the right side, gets it up to about the 40-yard line of the Mustangs, where they will start their first possession here in the fourth quarter. This will now be each team's third possession in the second half. The Mustangs trail now 20-14.
Yeah, last 2 kickoffs, Centralia has kicked it short to keep it out of the hands of Jaden Dewall, but there are a lot of good options back there, like Unruh, as we see there. Jaden's brother Brady even getting a carry last kickoff. So anywhere you kick it, there's going to be a threat. He is able to pick up a few yards.
Valley Heights, a very explosive team offensively, now looking to use that explosiveness, of course, to their advantage. Ball is out on the first down play. Centralia saying they have it, and they do. Turnover. Mustangs is coming away with that ball. Big number 17 for Centralia, Henry Heidemann, as Henry Heidemann causes a fumble, and Centralia will get the ball back after taking the lead. Not what you wanted for the Mustangs on the first play. I think it was just a miscommunication between quarterback and back in the backfield. Fumble will be committed. First turnover of the night for either side. Didn't see who got in there to force it, but I guess it don't matter. Centralia now leading 20-14. Power game, here we come. Quentin Alderfer right up the middle for a 3 or 4 yard gain. Now second down and medium.
Yeah, that last play just got blown up by Centralia. I saw that get hit, and it happened so quickly. I didn't even see the ball come out. I just saw number 17 coming up with it. That would be Heidemann.
The Mustangs had an opportunity to tie this game, possibly even take the lead, but a late fumble at about the 5-minute mark might be the end for a Mustangs comeback here in this one. If Centralia can get 2 more first downs, contest might be over. Flinty in the backfield will be spinner back, giving it to Alderford left side. Alderford gets to the edge. Good tackle there by outside linebacker Jane DeWalto for the Mustangs. On a 2nd down and 8, will now bring up a 3rd down and 4. Back-to-back runs now by the sophomore Quinn Alderford.
Yeah, going to be a big down right here. Even if, they get this first down and don't convert the next, that doesn't leave a lot of time for Valley Heights to go down the field, guessing, which would be about the whole field. So they're definitely going to need to stop this one to get the ball back.
Already about a minute and a half off the clock here on the 3rd down and 4. Big stop for the Mustangs. It will be Alderford moving people around left side. Alderford will be tight right. A miscommunication on the line by Centralia will force head coach Roger Holthouse to take himself his 2nd timeout here of this half. We're going to keep it right here, though, coming back on a big 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Quentin, I think we talked about it all game. It's been a back-and-forth contest. Both of these teams evenly matched, I think, so far here tonight, but we just saw it. The one turnover might be the one play that decides the winner of this contest.
Yeah, I think we said it earlier, they were playing like twins out there. Drives evening out for about the same thing. It just comes down to that one mistake. We'll see if Valley Heights can do anything to try and get that ball back. If they do, if they can get down and score.
And it's not like Centralia's played perfect here by this means. Either team really hasn't. I think Centralia 4 penalties, Valley Heights 3. Centralia also had a big loss in the 3rd quarter when the snap went over the head of quarterback Jacob Flinty. Flinty was able to get on it, but if Valley Heights gets that ball in the 3rd quarter, they're setting up a 1st down and 10 at about the Centralia 10-yard line. So, how things change so quickly. Flinty's going to run quarterback power right down the right side, right behind his big offensive line. On a 3rd down and 4, I think they're going to call him just a hair short. So 4th down and 1 on a 3rd down and 4 run. We're going to give him 3. Jacob Flinty now unofficially 109 yards on the ground here tonight on 20 carries. And a 4th down and 1. This here is your contest. 3 minutes left to go. Centralia leading 20-14. Mustangs led 14-12 before a 1-yard touchdown run by Jacob Flinty. It's going to be power in the middle. Flinty up the left. Flinty through the secondary. And a 1st down for Centralia will pretty much salt this one away for the Panthers. That is going to be a pickup of 6-7. We're going to go ahead and give him 8 yards on his 21st carry of the night. And Valley Heights will be forced to take a timeout here late in this contest. It will give me a reminder to mention to you, stay tuned to KNDY Radio twice each hour during the 10 and 11 o'clock time frames. The Farm Bureau Insurance Scoreboard Show will be on, courtesy of Bryce Leonard in Washington and Patrick Booty in Marysville, your local Farm Bureau agents bringing you the Farm Bureau Insurance Scoreboard Show. This is week number 1 of the high school football season. We will be off next week as the KU Jayhawks have a Friday night game versus UNLV. Marysville will be back on over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1 next week, as the Bulldogs will be having their home opener versus Hiawatha with last check, too, as well. Marysville led the reigning 3A back-to-back state champions by 8 at the end of the 3rd quarter. That game live over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1. So the 8-yard run by Jacob Flinty, I think, pretty much puts a nail in this coffin for here. Centralia will have a full set of downs with 2:41 left to go. Valley Heights only 1 timeout left. Centralia deep in Mustang territory at the 24-yard line. Flinty in the backfield with Alderford to his left. It's going to be a powered left game behind Alderford. Flinty around the edge, 1st down and more. about a 12-yard pickup there for Jacob Flinty as he's going to get deep inside Mustang territory, now inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Centralia will comfortably just run out the clock here, but there is still some time. You never know. Mistakes can happen. We have seen some high snaps, so if we see something like that, you never know what could happen, but as of right now, it is looking comfortable.
And I think for both teams, if you want to talk about an evenly matched up game to start the season off, if you're Valley Heights, I don't think you can hang your head about anything in this one. Yes, were you maybe not near as explosive as you were last year offensively? Possibly could be the case, but change at quarterback, change on the line, change everywhere else. Kind of has not allowed the Mustangs to hit the ground running near as fast as they did last year, as Flinty just puts his shoulder pads down, rolls forward for about 6 more yards, and head coach Cody Trimble, I believe, will take his third and final timeout here of the half. It will be a 7-yard run there by Jacob Flinty now, as he has well surpassed the 100-yard mark unofficially. So looking at both of these teams' schedules, we mentioned it a little bit earlier. Valley Heights next week will be at Onega before a home matchup versus Donovan West. Meanwhile, for Centralia, they will have a Saturday game next week at Mid-Buchanan, that school located just on the other side of the Missouri border, before the Panthers come back home for a home contest versus Onega. I know both of these teams' expectations are high, but what does a win like this, if Centralia is able to hold on to the last minute 53, what kind of confidence boost does this give the Panthers team moving forward?
Ton of confidence. This is your momentum-setting game. To have it right at the beginning of the season is huge, because really you're going up against one of the other best teams in the TVL. So to play this game that early just gives you some confidence to go into your next game and there on out.
And from the Mustang standpoint, too, you hope it doesn't shake them. Last year, they lost this game to Centralia, but then rounded off 6 straight wins before they matched up against a good Smith Centers team in Week 8. Of course, Valley Heights went on to the sectional round, lost to Medicine Lodge. Meanwhile, Centralia lost to eventual champion runner-up Jeff County North in the regional round. Here's going to be a run up the middle, I believe, good enough for a first down, so 3 yards, then plus some, about a 5-yard run there by quarterback Jacob Flinty. And I was wrong last time. Nope, official needs himself a timeout there. His clock's going to continue to roll here with 1:36 left in the contest. You're looking for other TVL scores, we'll highlight them here when we get done, but swing on over to the TVL Sports Spotlight Facebook page or website. You can keep up with everything Twin Valley League Athletics throughout the season. And a reminder to tune in Wednesdays at 7:30 and 12:30 as me and Jeff Wirtz will be talking TVL sports with the TVL Rundown. Interesting formation here as Flinty's just going to take a knee. That's going to be a loss of 4 yards, but I think he's going to take this one as the Panthers take a knee and will wind down the final 60 seconds here in this one. Tough way, again, for the Mustangs to get it started, but I think positivity, especially from the defensive side of Valley Heights. There were some names that stuck out, I think, here in this one.
Yeah, Gabriel Padilla did a great job at getting pressure onto Flinty, all in the backfield. He had 2 quarterback sacks and 1 solo tackle, but there were also multiple Mustangs with 4 or 5 tackles. We were talking about Unruh, Gray, DeWalt, Royce Ekstrom with 6 solo tackles and an assist. So really everyone got to the ball. They were putting on so much pressure. They played physically, nothing to hang your hats on. They held a good Centralia team to only 20 points, which is well under their average, or what their average was last year. So definitely not a sore subject for them.
And there's your final horn. Score clock says 0-0, and that's your final 20-14 as Centralia comes from behind in this one, scores a late fourth quarter touchdown to take the lead, and Valley Heights cannot get the comeback bid to be bought on here tonight on a Friday evening. We're going to take one final timeout, bring you back final thoughts and stats from this one. As again, Centralia Panthers start the season off 1-0 with a 20-14 win over Valley Heights Mustangs. This, of course, has been the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number one rated dentist in Northeast Kansas. Your go-to dental care or go-to dental physicians are Marysville Dental Care, and book yourself a visit at marysvilledentalcare.com. Again, final score 20-14 as the Panthers start the season off 1-0. Mustangs 0-1. We're back with final thoughts after this.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Astro. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender. First Heritage Bank in Centralia, Corning, Seneca, and Vermilion. Member FDIC. Online at 1hbank.com.
Landall in Marysville is invested in their team, facilities, products, customers, community, future, and excellence. For over 60 years, a family-owned company focusing on quality workmanship products and employees. Congratulating their team members with their loyalty and hard work that's paid off with a 12-year profit-sharing average of 12.42%. Thanks for all you do in making Landall Company stand out above the rest. Employment opportunities available. Go online at landall.com/careers. EEO Vets and Disability. Welcome.
It's service you can always trust at Sink Gordon & Associates in Waterville and Marysville. Their experience in all matters of farm, business, and individual income tax planning and preparation, estates and trust, accounting and payroll services too. Call Chad Parker in Waterville at 363-2263 or Aaron Wright in Marysville at 562-3858. Sink Gordon & Associates, comprehensive and innovative accounting in Northeast Kansas since 1946.
Well, the worst part about week number one of the high school football season is someone has to lose in the contest. Unfortunately, that was the home squad here tonight, Valley Heights Mustangs, as they fall 20-14 to TVL rival Centralia. This is now 9 straight wins for Centralia, dating back to 2016 over the Mustangs, who just can't quite get over that hump, which is the Panthers. It was a good game both ways. If you're just joining us, it was 6-6 at halftime. Quentin Aldifer started this contest off with a 15-yard touchdown run at the 10:34 mark in the second quarter. Mustangs answered right back on their next possession with a 27-yard touchdown run by Jaden Dewalt, making it 6-6 as both teams had 3 possessions in the first half, 3 possessions in the second half. Centralia just scored on 3 of them. Valley Heights only managed 2 scores. Coming out of halftime, Centralia took the opening drive down about 70 yards, topped it off with a 7-yard touchdown run by quarterback Jacob Flinning. Valley Heights, Tommy, if you heard this one, answered right back on the next drive with a 37-yard touchdown run by Jaden Dewald. He also punched in the 2-point conversion, giving the Mustangs a 14-12 lead late into that third quarter. It was a back and forth fourth quarter. Centralia punched it in after a long drive with 5:16 left in the fourth on a 1-yard touchdown run by Jacob Flinty. He was able to find tight end Ben Haverkamp in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Mustangs got the ball back, but a fumble on the exchange between quarterback Max Shanes and halfback Jaden DeWalt forced our first turnover of the game. Centralia jumped on it at the 5-minute mark, and that was basically, I think, all she wrote here in this one.
Yeah, definitely. This was such an evenly matched game throughout most of the game. Until that fourth quarter, we saw that big, crucial mistake of that fumble, and something like that you just can't come back from all the time. Both teams played exceptionally well. Tip my hat to Valley Heights. They played very, very well on the defensive side of the ball. They were always pressuring in the backfield, pressuring Fuente. Didn't always work out for them. As Fuente is so athletic, he is able to avoid those tacklers and still get some nice passes off. But they did come out with more quarterback sacks. We have Gabriel Padilla coming up with 2, and Vulcan coming up with 1. They were always in the backfield. One thing about Valley Heights is the defense, everyone contributed. Everyone I have on my stat sheet here has at least a tackle, mini assist, where Centralia, is a few big names. A couple people got in there for 1 or 2, but the Valley Heights defense looked really good. So good game for them, but Centralia was able to exploit those mistakes and come out with the victory.
And I'm going to take it a step farther. Last year's Valley Heights team, 8-6, had a run in the playoffs. I don't want to say that people felt like it was a one-off year because they were coming off, I think, a 2-win season 2 years ago were the Mustangs. And so to have an 8-6 win season or 8-3 season last year, you think, the senior class is gone. They're going to get boat raced in every game coming up. They stuck with the Centralia Panthers team that did return some decent numbers off of last year's squad, but I think, like you talked about on the defensive side, it adds a little extra bit of confidence, hopefully, for this team moving forward, and maybe goes to show that you're going to have to rely on a defense this year compared to an offense last year that scored over 40 points a game. So the changes in the years, I think, will be a big difference in this Mustangs team. As for Centralia, they are the same old Centralia. I think we've talked about every year. Consistency, now under third-year head coach Roger Holthouse. No mental mistakes. That was a big part for both these teams going into it. Centralia did have 3 penalties, Valley Heights 4, but which team turned it over? Valley Heights. Which team finds the bottom side of this score? It was Valley Heights. As we wrap this contest up, Quinn, was there any stats that stuck out for you from the defensive standpoint?
Not that I have already given, really. Logan Gray in there with a few tackles. Royce Ekstrom, I didn't mention him before we went to the break, and I should have. He had 6 tackles and an assist, so he played very well for that Valley Heights squad. On the Centralia side of the ball, we have Grady Becker with 5 tackles, a quarterback sack, and a tackle for a loss. And then Henry Heidemann, he had 5 tackles and that fumble caused, which was the turning point in the game. So they both played exceptionally well.
On the offensive side, looking at stats, it was very evenly, unofficially going into halftime. Centralia had 115 rushing yards. Valley Heights had 116, but the Panthers turned it on in the second half. Unofficially, Centralia ends this contest with 240 rushing yards, 71 through the air. Meanwhile, Valley Heights ends this game with 180 yards unofficially on the ground, 14 through the contest. Looking at stats for the Mustangs, unofficially, Jane DeWalt leads the way for the purple and white with 17 carries, 122 yards, just over 7 yards a touch, and the 2 touchdowns for the Mustangs on this one. Aiden Unruh gets 11 yards on 5 attempts. Logan Gray, 37 yards on 7 attempts. Max Shanks, 10 yards on 7 attempts, while Shanks was also 2 for 3 from the air for 14 yards, 1 pass going to DeWalt and 1 going to Unruh. As for the Centralia Panthers on the ground, it was Jacob Flinty. Unofficially, he ends the game with 133 yards. The last 8 yards were negative because he was kneeling that ball out in the last 30 seconds, but unofficially 133 rushing yards. We're going to give him 26 attempts, just over 5 yards a carry. Also put in 2 touchdowns, so he's going to be our player of the game for the Centralia Panthers. Jacob Flinty, also 71 yards in the air on 6 of 8 passing. All but one of those passes does go to Quentin Alderfer, who himself finishes the night with 11 rushes, 90 yards, and 1 touchdown on the ground. Again, Centralia jumped out to a 6-0 lead in the second quarter. Valley Heights answered it back at half, making it 6-6. Centralia comes out first drive of the third, makes it 12-6. Valley Heights scores on their first drive of the third, 14-12 after the 2-point conversion. Centralia scores a late touchdown through the fourth quarter to take the 20-14 lead. Mustangs get the ball back with 5 minutes left, but a fumble on a handoff exchange gives the ball back to the Panthers, and they wind it down the final 5 minutes. As a reminder, All TVL scores can be found at tvlsportsspotlight.com, courtesy of Jeff Wirtz. You can catch me and Jeff every Wednesday at about 7:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. for the TVL Rundown as we talk everything Twin Valley League athletics. Coming up later tonight, twice each hour on game night, it is the Farm Bureau Insurance Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Bryce Leonard of Washington and Patrick Booty of Marysville, bringing you scores and updates twice each hour during the 10 and 11 o'clock hours there for you. One score did want to pass along. Marysville Bulldogs do defeat the back-to-back 3A state champion Nemaha Central 16-18, snapping a 37-game winning streak that Nemaha Central has had over the Bulldogs. Bruce Deerging had that call this evening. So good games, I think, all around the state, Quinn. It's been a great night. Final thoughts as we wrap up a week number 1.
Not really. I'm just glad football is back, that we have perfect weather, and we do have these good games to go out and watch and listen to here.
And, of course, we will be off next week as the Kansas Jayhawks have a 6 o'clock game on a Friday night versus UNLV. We might be back in 2 weeks. I won't be here because, well, I'll go ahead and get saved. I'm getting married on the 21st, so I won't have the call on the 20th, but stay tuned to KNDY Radio on Facebook to see where we may or may not be at that week. If we're not, we will be back on September, I believe it will be 27th, as we will have Frankfurt at Hanover in what should be a very exciting Week 4 matchup. Again, this has been the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentist in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care that you deserve. Final score, 20-14. As Centralia Panthers start the season off 1-0, they will be at Mid-Buckland tomorrow, or next Saturday, Meanwhile, the Mustangs 0-1 will be at Onega next Friday. For Max Blasky, Quentin Blasky, to my left, Katie Jeter back in the studio at KNDY, and Bruce Deerkin making all this run. Valley Heights falls 20-14 in Week 1 high school football season. It's been a great night to call a football game. Thank you all for tuning in. Please, everyone, drive home safely, and we will see you next time high school football is on the airwaves. KNDY.